Amori.
No. It didn't even like grab me, it just overlapped me. So it's like I'm on the back of its hand now. Holy shit, look how afraid we are. Afraid is a new like emotion.
Wednesday, Shipbreaker.
Easy now. Easy now. I need complete silence. Damn it, Jill Dandon! Yeah!
Thursday, Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Eureka! Eureka! Shamika! Papika! Ripa!
Friday, Yakuza Kiwami 2.
If I don't get the boy that I want, I'm fucking leaving, okay? I'll be writing a strongly worded letter to the city to let them know that you treat your customers like absolute garbage. I cannot stand this.
Monday, Half-Life Alex.
Damn it! I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying, dude. I don't think I can do it. Damn it! Damn it!
Tuesday, Amori.
No. It didn't even like grab me. It just overlapped me. So it's like I'm on the back of its hand now. Holy shit, look how afraid we are. Afraid is a new like emotion.
Wednesday, Shipbreaker.
Easy now. Easy now. I need complete silence. Damn it, Jill Dandon! Yeah!
And roll.
Thursday, Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Eureka! Eureka! Shamika! Papika! Ripa!
Friday, Yakuza Kiwami 2.
If I don't get the boy that I want, I'm fucking leaving, okay? I'll be writing a strongly worded letter to the city to let them know that you treat your customers like absolute garbage. I cannot stand this.
Monday, Half-Life Alex.
Damn it! I'm trying, but
Hello.
I'm trying, dude. I don't think I can do it.
Hello and happy Thursday or Friday.
Damn it!
If you are Kimberly Black over here, apparently. Friday. Oh, I guess I gotta get the height meter in front of me. I'm blocking it. Get height. All right, guys. Happy Thursday. Happy Ace Attorney Day for whatever day of the week it is for you. We will be continuing some Ace Attorney 2 investigations. Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Happy Thursday. There you go. Confetti from Crispy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sorry. Let me clear the old throat, the old pipes here. All right. So, quick recap of last time. We're still in the tutorial mission, if you can believe it. We were really going to snail's pace last week. But what has happened so far is this is the event that we started on was there was a the president or ruler or whatever of Kadopia. Oh no, sorry, not Kadopia. Zheng Fa, which is where Lang is from, has come to our country to thank us for our help and to, I think he was going to talk about how there was other troubles that was like a new trouble that they're trying to set their sights on or something. Either way, halfway through his speech, a gun was shot. Somebody tried to kill the president, and instead of shooting the president, they ended up shooting one of his bodyguards. And so Rook, I think was his name, and so Rook died, and so he's the victim in the end. But anyways, so we did some investigating. We met back up with Kay. She's here, and we got Gumshoe with us, and we met this other gal here who's like a reporter. She was the first one that everybody was thinking was guilty, but we proved it wasn't her. And it's pretty crazy. One big surprise was that DeKiller was here, Shelly DeKiller. So obviously he was the assassin, and he did a really good job of kind of tricking us into thinking that he might not be, but he definitely was. He ended up confessing to it in the end and then absconding just before we ended last week. And we were at a moment where we were talking to the president of Zheng Fa, because he is trying to take over the investigation and kick us out of here, because it seems like he doesn't like prosecutors either, just like Lang for some reason. So I think we're in the middle of sort of doing a bit of a logical battle with him. I think we're gonna maybe do one of those chess battle things, I'm not sure. And we're trying to, I think, maintain a foothold in this investigation. So there you go. I think that's all there is to it. Have you been doing your Throatka, Dom? Throatka. That sounds kind of sexy. Hey, what's up, Indigo Panther? Welcome in. Thank you for the resub. I really appreciate that. 11 months. Oh man, we're almost at our subiversary there, aren't we? Ooh la la. Hey, what's up? What you been up to? Welcome in. We were just about to get started, so just in time to get into the action. Throat yoga, yeah, right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I picked up on that. I definitely should do some throat yoga before we get started with these games, but I mean, not while we're on stream. Hey, look how much hype we got from you guys coming in the chat. We got the resub. Resub did a lot for that, so hell yeah for the hype meter. All right, but yeah, so we are, yeah, like I said, we were talking to the president or ruler of Zheng Fa, and we are trying to figure out why he won't let us investigate further. So the screen says it all. Still battling British heat. Oh no. How hot is it over there today? I was hoping to cool down for you guys. I know Aaron's been saying some pretty bad. Do you see that badass 80-year-old California liquor store owner who shot this robber who ran off screaming? What a badass. No, I didn't see that. That sounds pretty crazy. It's like, I think I'm sitting on my shirt. There we go. I was. It's got a long t-shirt. But yeah, that sounds pretty crazy. Especially since he's seeing as he's an 80-year-old. Yeah, sounds pretty badass for an 80-year-old dude. He's doing things the old-fashioned way. It's 25C earlier, but it's going back to 30C next week. Oh man, that's 30C is gonna be rough. 25 is still pretty rough without AC for sure. Damn. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully, autumn will come early this year. That's all I can say. It's pretty funny. Everyone lived by, but this guy did not see it coming. He barely stepped in the door. He was on him. You ain't robbing me, dude. That's funny. All right, let me get my inner voice set up here. And we'll just jump on into it. How's that sound? Boom, ba, ba-dum, ba, ba. Damn Panther, it will be 27 here. Oh, 27 there? Yeah, that's pretty rough too. I don't know what it was today. We were probably up near 30. But yeah, we're lucky enough to have AC here, so it's not so bad. I hope so. I love autumn. Oh yeah, such a good temperature and stuff, and really there's a lot of cool nature stuff that goes on in autumn too, which is pretty cool. So it's a badass one. It's right up there with some of the best seasons. We were just talking about this Tuesday. Best seasons. Currently 31. Okay, 31, yeah. That makes sense. It is pretty fucking hot out there. Thank goodness I have glorious, glorious AC. So, especially since I'm wearing all this crap. It's so pretty. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all the colors and everything associated with autumn it's nice. Spring and autumn being the best. Yes, that's exactly what we agreed upon. Absolutely. All right, let's see here.
Why? Why won't he allow me to investigate this case any further?
No. Gotta click into the game again. Oop. Now then, would you kindly take your leave? Knightley, place this suspect under firm restraint. I almost said arrest just on reflex. I'm on it, Mr. President. An attempt on my life. The murder of my subordinate. Such evil. Such sin.
I didn't kill nobody. I swear.
Shut your trap, lady. Yeah, I guess we didn't prove her innocent enough, I guess. Because the killer definitely, like, confessed to it, didn't he? Did I miss something from last week? That she's still under that much suspicion? Damn, dude. Such bad mini sin. You dare question me? You dare stain this world with deceit? Should we pardon this sin? Nay, absolutely not. It is most unforgivable. My reasons being...
There's no mistake. The president is hiding something. If I turn back now, the truth will be lost forever. And this lady will probably go to jail or prison or something.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth, is there nothing you can do?
I suppose I could do something.
I remember the countless times I've faced this dilemma in the courtroom. The lies of the witness, the rebuttals of the defense. I did not always have evidence to counter them. Nonetheless, I was still able to draw out the truth from them. That's right. My words alone are my weapons. So I'll just keep on talking. I'll talk until the situation is through.
Oh, here we go. It's a battle time. Let's go ahead and just save at the top of this. Just in case. Nobody bats an eye at a dead body in these games. Oh yeah, I mean, they're everywhere, dude. You just walk 2 feet and another dead body. And the freaking person that we think did it is the most innocent of people every time. We always start there. It's always Maya. Damn it, Maya! Stop it! Now then, let's analyze the situation. Leave this place at once. This is a direct order from the president himself.
He's not even listening. Any rebuttal I give, he cuts off. When he has that forceful attitude, I need to watch the situation carefully.
My opponent is the president of Zhengfa. I don't think he'll show any weakness easily. His words may be overbearing, but I need not be intimidated. I just need to keep thinking out loud. You're never more than 2 meters from a dead body at any given time. Yeah, in a freaking Ace Attorney game? That's true, dude. If I observe his behavior closely, I should be able to read his emotions. I think one thing that's kind of funny about it is like these games have always come off as sort of family friendly to me in a way. You know what I mean? Like it's not like overly graphic or anything, but it does like involve a lot of dead bodies. There's a lot of death and like sort of like there's not really active violence. There's just like the result from violence in the game. You know what I mean? References to previous violence. But at the same time, it has sort of like this nice, almost family-friendly sort of presentation in a way, you know? First, I'll start by asking about his reasons for taking over the investigation. Now, let's begin. A good opening line will put me at an advantage. Logic chest, begin! Alright, who's taking over the investigation? Explain your reasons! I'll say who's taking over the investigation. Seems more level-headed. Please allow me to confirm something about the investigation. Nay, I don't recall granting you permission to speak. Okay. No, allow me to speak freely. He's mad, so I'll wait and see. I am the president of Zhengfa. You shall not talk back to me. I'm not talking back. I'm simply asking for confirmation. This investigation will be taken over by the police of your country. Is that correct? Exactly. That is all I will say. Restrain yourself from making any more unnecessary comments. His suit almost looks rubber. Yeah, exactly. Very shiny. It looks rubbery or like latexy or something. Like, in order for it to be like that form-fitting, there's no way it's not like elastic. You know what I mean? Like, if it's not like full-on rubber, it's at least like a stretchy fabric. You think I will restrain myself? He still looks angry, and I think that means we need to wait and see. Alright, I'll bide my time. That's enough. Being on this plane is tantamount to being in my country's soil. You cannot do as you please.
This plane. Is there something significant about this place? I shall remember this clue.
Who's taking over the investigation? Explain your reasons! I'd like you to explain your reasons for depriving us of our right to investigate. Impotent fool, hold your tongue. There is no reason. That should be enough of an explanation for you. Perhaps that clue may be useful here. Is it connected to this place? Gathering from what you've said so far, does that forceful attitude of yours have some connection to this place? Boom! You insolent. Earlier, you said that being on this plane is like being on your country's soil. From those words, I was able to deduce the answer, namely, that is, you wish to claim extraterritorial rights inside this plane. Am I correct? Oh, he's sweat now. That's enough. I shall brook no insolence. I shall brook no insolence. I shall brook? I've never heard brook used that way. I shall brook no insolence. I guess it's sort of like allow or withstand? I don't know. You seem unsettled. Your words are forceful, but I cannot overlook them. The moment I mentioned extraterritorial rights, your face grew pale. Boom! It's so much like, what's the game called? Press X to doubt or whatever. L.A. Noire. You know what I mean? Because you have to like look at the expression of the character's face and try to determine if they're like lying or whatever. There's a lot like a villain speech. Oh yeah. In light of your brazen courage, I shall grant you an answer. That's right. I am claiming extraterritorial rights inside this plane. However, what does that change? You are still powerless. There is nothing you can do about it. I see. Under international law, the plane would be considered part of Zhengfa. How convenient. If he wishes to stake this claim, then I shall question its validity. We charge back up. The next move will decide the outcome. He may be the president, but there is a hole in his logic. Let me break it wide open. And save really quick. Is your claim valid? Aren't you being too forceful? I'm just gonna go straight with you. Is your claim valid? Straight for the jugular, dude. I challenge the validity of your claim to extraterritorial rights. Do you truly understand what it is you're saying? Of course, and I stand by it. You dare doubt my words. You have no shame. What should I be ashamed of? You're the shameful one. Wait and see. With his finger up, I'll wait and see. That's done me well so far, right? Such irredeemable ignorance. It troubles me greatly. There is no need to worry. I do not need to be saved. It is Miss Swift whom I wish to save from these false charges that you have laid against her. I admire your tenacity. However, your wish is unattainable. The extraterritoriality laws are unshakable. This plane is Zhengfa territory. I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. I should try another line of attack. Alright, aren't you being too forceful? Permit me to say this. Don't you feel that your actions are too forceful? Who asked for your opinion? All you need to do is obey. You think I will obey? Wait and see. I love how, like, rebellious we can be. Forceful is the wrong word. It is authority. Leadership. So you arrested Miss Swift because you felt you had the authority to do so? Yes. That girl's a criminal. There is no room for dispute. No, there is plenty I could say. You're right, she is a criminal. I say, no, there is plenty I could say. Haven't you realized it yet? I have you cornered. Nonsense. You're just wasting my time with pointless chatter.
Ah, that was a needless statement. Son of a bitch!
I must not be intimidated by his words. If I observe his behavior closely, I should be able to read his emotions. Alright, we gotta start with, are you being too forceful? Permit me to say this. All you need to do is obey, and then I wait. Okay, I'm waiting. Forceful's the wrong word. Leadership! So you arrested Miss Swift because you think you're cool. Yes, I do think I'm very cool. So that didn't work. And I'll say wait and see. You're right, she is a criminal because she's trespassing on his territory? Haven't you realized it yet? I've got you cornered. I don't know if that is going to help at all. No, it didn't work. Nonsense, you're just wasting my time. Alright, we got to load back in. I just thought maybe that would be one of those, like, it seems like that would be a really bad thing to say, but it's actually the right thing. But no, it was a bad thing to say. Alright, here we go. Aren't you being too forceful? Permit me to say this. You're being an asshole. What? You call me an asshole? Like I care about you. Alright, that stung a little bit. Forceful's the wrong word. I'm a leader. A leader, huh? Well, now you're just picking on a little girl. Yes, I like picking on little girls. Wait and see. The shooting took place outside the plane. Only she could have done it.
That's it!
See, I was already trying to get onto that. Somehow, I feel like that's what I was trying to get to.
The shooting occurred outside the plane. This could be a very important clue.
So now I can go as your claim, Valen. I challenge the validity of your claim of extraterritorial rights. Do you truly understand what it is you're saying? Of course, and I stand by it. You dare doubt my words. You have no shame. And then I say, wait and see. It's got the finger up, dude. Such irredeemable ignorance. It troubles me greatly. There is no need to worry. I do not need to be saved. It is Miss Swift whom I wish to save from these false charges that you have laid against her. I admire your tenacity. However, your wish is unattainable. The extraterritoriality laws are unshakable. This plane is Zingfa territory. It's time to use that clue. The gun came from outside. Indeed, I do not question your extraterritorial rights inside this plane. However, you just claimed that the shooting took place outside the plane. Yes. If it didn't happen inside the plane, extraterritorial laws do not apply. Your claim has fallen apart. Miss Swift's arrest is invalid. Boom! Impossible! To be bested by a mere prosecutor. I am the president! Checkmate, Mr. President. Mr. President, will you allow us to continue our investigation? Yield. I will allow it. My heart is generous. My heart is tolerant and merciful. Therefore, as such, certainly, thus we shall. It is our duty for a most noble cause. Gentlemen, now is the time, I, the President of Zingfa, for the sake of the investigation.
This guy sure likes beating around the bush.
Knightley, we have received the President's permission. Could you return our evidence? Here.
Knightley returned all of the evidence.
You did it, Mr. Edgeworth!
Indeed. Now we can resume the investigation.
It's funny how happy you are just because I gave you your precious pieces back. Now let's see how well you use them.
Pay attention, then. Here is my next move. Mr. President, may I make one more request of you?
He likes hearing himself talk, too. I know, that's what I was thinking. Because you just keep saying, like, a bunch of shit, and it's like, okay, just get to the fucking point, bro.
Would you please testify about the moment of the incident?
Testify? Hey, hold on a sec. That's your next move? Isn't that the sort of thing you'd leave to the courts?
Naturally, it's a courtroom procedure. However, I'd still like to hear what he has to say. If he refuses to cooperate with the investigation, he will have to give a clear reason.
That's...
Is there something wrong?
Knightley, stand down. I shall grant the Honorable Prosecutor's request.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Now, heed my words.
Shit, so epic, dude. That reminds me of something I wanted to create, and I need to work on it. I just remembered.
Where was I when the incident occurred? Ah, yes, the stage. Then, Rook and Knightley suddenly appeared and stood in front of me. After that, I heard a gunshot, and the red balloon bursting. And so, those two attempted to escort me into the plane. But then, the second gunshot. The bullet pierced through Rook's body and struck my bulletproof vest. And it almost bruised one of my abs.
If that's the case, then the President's a victim too, right?
It is an assassination attempt. Mr. Rook just happened to get caught up in it, unfortunately.
But isn't it strange? Why would the victim want to interrupt the investigation?
Of course, if this becomes public, it would cause problems.
I see. There's still some deep, dark secret behind this case, right?
Certainly the President, and perhaps Knightley too, know this secret. Without fail, I shall reveal it for all to see.
Rebuttal. Where was I when the incident occurred? Ah, yes, the stage.
And just press L, right? There we go. Should I try the gumshoe bangs? Oh, like flipping it up or whatever, having little spikes in the front? Well, if you do, you know I want to see that, so definitely post it on the Discord, or just DM it to me if you don't want everybody to see it. I definitely want to see it if you try that. You should try the Edgeworth ones. Try doing a better job than I did with this, because I know I did a shit job. See if you can actually do it. Are you aware of just how serious this incident is? Sticking up or Edgeworth when they're long enough. Yeah, there you go. That'd be awesome.
You naive man. Did you think I would be perturbed by that question? Of course. I am well aware of that a coward attempted to shoot me. At the time I was on the stage delivering my speech. Then, Rook and Knightley suddenly appeared and stood in front of me.
Did you realize there was a shooter when they appeared in front of you?
What was I doing at the time? Ah, yes, the speech. During my speech, I was in a euphoric state, a state of nothingness and enlightenment.
So, you got nervous and you blinked out?
Nay, I have not forgotten a single occurrence that transpired during my speech. When Rook and Knightley appeared in front of me, I was surprised. After that, I heard a gunshot, and a red balloon bursting.
I think by red balloon, he's talking about the Steel Samurai one, right? Flexes. Any excuses for him to flex? Yeah, exactly. It's like, I think the bathroom's over that way. Yeah.
A red balloon? You try my patience, prosecutor.
That was not my intention. I just want to make sure your recollections are reliable.
There were balloons on both sides of the stage, swelling red in the cloudy sky, as laid out as the security plane.
The plane was laid out as a security plane? Oh, it was in the... Okay, sorry. Well, I just read words and I didn't understand them. He was saying they were in the security plans. I forgot we had those. Okay.
The security plans. Ah, the one from the bag.
They stepped in front of me just before the balloon burst. And so, those two attempted to escort me into the plane.
Attempted to escort you? What exactly happened?
That's right. Attempted. Rick and Knightley raised their attaché cases.
That's the moment shown in case photo.
They led me towards the plane. But then, the second gunshot.
What happened after the second gunshot?
Pitiful prosecutor! If you don't know that much, then you're not fit for duty.
Like, dude, I'm the guy who, like, saved your entire country from these fucking smugglers, bro. Come on, a little more respect would be nice.
What's that supposed to mean?
I grow weary of needless repetition. I should be quite obvious, or it should be quite obvious. Even you should know the path of the second bullet. The bullet pierced through Rook's body and struck my bulletproof vest.
When the bullet hit, what condition was the victim in?
Oh, he was truly a man among men. Still groaning from the bullet's impact, he grabbed hold of me and dashed into the plane.
So you entered the plane along with the victim?
I am to be protected. Rook was to protect me. That was his role. He speaks firmly, but it feels like he's just dodging the question, sir.
He's a president. That's to be expected.
It doesn't seem to be anything out of place.
Since he's also a victim, he wouldn't have a reason to lie, sir. So what he said should be nothing but the truth.
On the contrary, there is one point that stands out to me as odd. Try to recall the state of the crime scene.
Ah? Really? Show me the evidence.
Perhaps I should review it one more time.
All right, we're gonna have to look at the security stuff, I think. I don't see any balloons on here. Rick takes Knightley's place. Pay extra attention to the lake area. In the case of an emergency, Knightley will lead the president inside the plane. The terrorists in the audience. We can't see certain there isn't one. We must be able to repel an attack from the lake. The president is our top priority. Undercover agents keep an eye on the audience. So he doesn't... Didn't he say that there were balloons out here? Is that what I would then put it against? Be like, there's no balloons on here. Alright, let's get back to that part of it. And the red balloon bursting.
I feel like it's gotta be something with a balloon. Because that's the strangest thing he said, I feel like. And the most, like, specific and not really needed thing to say, given the situation, you know? Like, why would you even bring that up, bro? Okay, let's see. So, we saved, so we're gonna try to present the security plans, I guess. There we go. Let's see if that works. I won't let that statement pass. It contradicts this piece of evidence, and I'm being vague because I'm probably wrong. Your reasoning is at fault. My reasoning stands like steel. Feeble prosecutor, accept my reasoning. That reasoning is... There is no use arguing.
I was the one at fault here.
Okay, I didn't really see that working out anyways. But I feel like it's still the statement, so maybe we need to, like, present the Steel Samurai balloon, because I think these were the things that were on either side of the stage. It's not a red balloon, it's a Steel Samurai balloon, right? During the right side of the stage, it was ruptured, so I guess we're just saying it's not a red balloon, it was a Steel Samurai balloon that it had red pants. I guess that's what we're saying. We'll go with that. A red balloon burst? I'm afraid that's not the case. What? I think it's funny that it's just like this very small thing. He's like, everything else he said was correct. He said, it was like, well, it technically wasn't a red balloon. So, gotcha, Mr. President. It's like, okay. Way to get on to, like, the semantics of the situation, dude. Please have a look at this piece of evidence. Can you see what has burst? No! Shit, I was wrong. This is so embarrassing. This is what exactly? It's the Steel Samurai, a warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. You'd do well to remember it. It is one of the most famous things in our entire universe. If you wish to win the support of this nation's people...
And don't forget the rival show, the Geoma Ninja. That one's my favorite.
The balloon that was ruptured by the bullets was no ordinary red balloon. It was a Steel Samurai balloon, and I am offended that you got that wrong. You better recognize my favorite character. But according to the plans, there should have been 2 red balloons. It says so right here in the security plan. Where does it say that? Is that the big circles?
It certainly looks like there are only 2 round balloons drawn here.
Knightley, what is the meaning of this? Explain at once. Yes, sir. That Steel Samurai balloon was a last-minute replacement. Replacement? Why wouldn't you want that in the first place? He's awesome. That's what we were told. Seems that information didn't make it to the president. We ran into a little trouble during setup last night. One of the balloons that we had prepared burst.
So you scrambled to find a replacement?
Exactly. We just happened to run into a guy manning a stand in the park. He said he'd lend us the Steel Samurai balloon. He was kinda a poser. It was Larry, dude. It was definitely Larry.
A stand, a Steel Samurai balloon, and a poser. It smells like the butts.
We pumped air into its red samurai pants to create the makeshift balloon. So the Steel Samurai balloon looked just like an ordinary red balloon. Is that what you mean? Knightley, why was I not informed of this? That's hilarious, dude. So it was a red balloon, basically. And we're the assholes for telling he was wrong. That's funny. Sir, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't think it was important enough to report. Couldn't you tell by just looking at it? I did not notice it. Oh.
So he mistook the Steel Samurai's pants for an ordinary balloon.
Was there a reason why you made that mistake? Oh!
What now?
A moment, please. I just remembered now. I could not see the balloon very well.
You couldn't see it?
Exactly. At the time, the wind was strong. The flags on the stage were fluttering wildly and they obstructed my view.
The flags?
Did you not see the flags that were set up on both sides of the stage? Due to the strong wind, they were waving about, just like this. I just imagined him waving his arm just like this. Do you see it? It's just like this.
Oh, yes, I see.
So the strong wind was blowing at the time of the incident. The flags were fluttering wildly. Is there a problem with that?
There is a problem. There's no problem. Were they not flags and they were banners instead or something? Shall we take a peek? I don't see them on the security plans. Do we have like a picture of the stage? Oh yeah, see, we have this. Oh yeah, I couldn't have because the bullet went through the flag. So the flags definitely weren't flowing backwards. So that there is a problem, right? There is a problem. We're gonna go ahead and save just in case the game throws a crazy thing at me. But there is a problem.
President Hong, you have my gratitude. Your testimony has helped uncover a new contradiction.
A contradiction, you say?
Yes, one that turns the very foundation of this case on its head.
During my investigation, there was no wind at the crime scene, so the flags remained still. However, the flags were actually fluttering in the strong wind. This completely changes the meaning of that piece of evidence.
Oh, I see what it would be now. Because we thought it was somebody shooting from the audience and then they shot the balloon. But it could have been that, what's his face? The killer was in the balloon and he shot out of the balloon through the flag and then at the president. Is that gonna be somehow what it was? It'd be cool if he was inside the balloon. It was something like that.
Which evidence contradicts the state of the crime scene?
The one we just looked at right there.
The gunshot rang out during the president's speech. The bullet struck the balloon and also pierced through the national flag. I had previously deducted the bullet's trajectory using these facts. The assassin fired the bullet from the left side of the audience area. However, if the flags were fluttering about like so, my reasoning changes.
Ah! Since the flag's position has changed.
Correct. The bullet's trajectory must also change. And if we trace the trajectory of the bullet, we can tell who fired the shot.
Ah? But, Mr. Edgeworth, that person is...
Indeed, I still don't understand why. However, it can be none other than him.
By tracing the bullet's path, who was the person who fired the gun?
Wouldn't it have been the killer? I mean, right? It's not Gumshoe. I guess it could have been Knightley, because Knightley was standing there, so maybe he shot out from the stage. But I thought we had enough bullets in the, or like missing from the gun, like enough empty shells to say that it was that gun that fired all the shots. But I feel like from all the information we have, it really only points to nightly. So I'm gonna save here, and then we're gonna try nightly first. Cause here, I'll show you guys what I'm thinking of here. You see what I'm saying? Cause like here's nightly, and it actually kind of lines up with him. Like maybe if he shot this way. Because I don't know of anybody who's over here. We don't have any evidence that says someone was definitely like off to the right over here. So that leaves nightly, right? So we'll try that. Makes sense to me. Uh-oh, is my internet fucking up? I just got a welcome to the chat room twice. We're up, right? Let me see. Let me check the stream health real quick, guys. Sorry, one sec. Usually that only happens when things screw up, but it looks like we're okay. I think we're all right. Huh? Weird. I haven't noticed anything. Okay. Thank you, Crispy. I appreciate that feedback. All right. Well, we're going with nightly. Here we go. The person who shot the balloon was none other than you, Horace Knightley. What? Connect the bullet holes in the balloon in the flag, and the line points to you. Bullet trajectory data updated in my organizer. Man accused.
But that guy's one of the president's bodyguards. Why would he have shot the Steel Samurai balloon, sir?
Preposterous. I agree with the detective. There is no reason. Are you saying Knightley, who has saved my life on numerous occasions, is an assassin?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I've had it up to here with you. My job is to protect the president.
Knightley, control yourself.
Sorry, sir.
Prosecutor, indeed the wind was strong during my speech. However, the wind's strength can change very quickly. Evidence. Show us evidence that the flag was flying at the moment of the gunshot.
The gunshot occurred the moment the president raised his fist to the sky. The evidence that shows this moment is... Do I have something that shows the state of the flag?
Okay, he kind of said two things. The evidence that shows this moment, and then do I have something that talks about the state of the flag? So that's... Huh. Because the thing that showed that he had his fist up, I thought, was the tape recorder, but that wouldn't show the state of the flag, right? Will the security monitors have it? Oh, maybe it was Kay's picture. Let me see. Check this out. I forgot about these. I don't see anything with the... There we go. Now we can see some of the flag, right? Oh, I see. So Horace has his gun behind the attaché then. Right? Okay. So that's going to be what we got to present for sure. For Shodo. So here we go. The evidence is in this photo.
Interesting. And where is this photo exactly?
Proof that the flag was flying in this photo is right here. I mean, isn't it obvious? Bruh. Don't you see? The fluttering flag can be seen in this photo.
No!
There was no mistaking that the flags were flying at the moment of the incident.
So then, it really was the guy who shot the balloon.
That would mean Mr. Knightley is the assassin.
Horace Knightley is... I'm going to say not the assassin, because I think him shooting at the balloon does not make him the assassin. You know what I mean? I don't see why that would make him that, so we're going to say not the assassin. Horace Knightley is not the assassin. The only thing he shot was a balloon on the opposite side of the president. He wasn't aiming at the president.
Why then? Why was it necessary for me to do a thing like that? Depending on your answer, I might take aim at your pretty little head.
Why was it necessary? I presume the reason is connected to the one thing that's felt out of place. The one who shot the balloon was the president's bodyguard, Knightley. Logic.
I have to get ready to go out, so I must lurk. Sounds good, Crispy. Do what you gotta do.
That fact will change the entire viewpoint of this case. Time for logic.
Assassination attempt. Knightley shot the balloon. Knightley's position. I mean, it's got to be those two things, right? Knightley shot the balloon in Knightley's position. I feel like it's got to be those. Yeah, got it.
Why was Knightley's position changed?
Because I can't turn my head to the right. My position got changed to the president's left side. In other words, I was relocated to the right side of the stage.
Was that really the only reason? If the plans had not changed, and Knightley remained on the left side of the stage, Knightley can't turn his head to the right. Would he have been able to aim at the balloon on the left side of the stage? Perhaps. The security plans were altered so that Knightley could shoot the balloon? If that's the case...
What's this? The details of the security plans were changed. Yeah, that's right. It was changed yesterday. President's orders.
The security plans were changed on the president's orders.
Change in the security plans. So the president is trying to stage an assassination attempt? Is that what's happening? Is that what we're getting? Is that... Alright, well, let's see. You can do a little more logic, huh? Time for logic! Assassination attempt and change in the security plans. The only thing I got. So it's gotta be right.
In other words, the president knew about the balloon being shot. He knew about the attempt on his own life.
If you think about it that way, everything that's been out of the place has been... damn it. Okay, let me just start that one over. If you think about it that way, everything that's been out of place is beginning to add up.
Why was the assassin able to get a gun past such tight security? Why was the assassin wearing a conspicuous red hood? Why did they use a laser sight that would be so easily reveal their location? Why was the president so calm after being shot? This was the truth the president and his subordinates tried to conceal.
There can be only one reason why Knightley fired the gun. The entire assassination was a setup.
Huh?
Huh? How dare you? Do you seriously understand what you're implying with this?
Of course I understand. In fact, now I understand everything. Mr. President, you wish to take the investigation rights from me. That was all so you could conceal the real truth. How dare you mock me with this spurious allegations? Mock you? That was not my intention. I simply used logic to uncover the truth. That is all. Knightley fired the first shot in order to rupture the balloon. Hearing the gunshot and the sound of the balloon bursting, the audience began to panic. This was followed by one more shot.
Wait, one more shot?
Yes. Knightley turned towards the balloon and pulled the trigger a second time. The second gunshot was also fired by Knightley to create the illusion of the second shot hitting the president.
So what about the bolt that hit the president's bulletproof vest?
What if that bulletproof vest had been prepared in advance?
Ugh.
What's the matter, Mr. President? Afraid of facing a little bullet?
That's not true. I was definitely shot.
If we examined the bullet in your vest, it would answer the question for us. Will we find Rook's blood on that bullet?
Ugh. But the person in the red hood who shot me is in that photo.
Weren't you listening, Mr. President? From the bullet's trajectory, the one who fired the shot must have been Knightley.
Then, Nicole.
She too was part of the president's plan. She was to bear the blame and become the false assassin.
The red-hooded figure.
Exactly. I don't know how much of the plan Miss Swift knew beforehand. However, she didn't fire the gun. All she did was aim the laser pointer at the president's head.
That's right.
Once the crowd began to panic, you would turn your parka inside out, and thus the red-hooded figure vanished. After that, you discarded the gun and security plan in the trash. And the illusion of the assassin vanishing like a ghost was complete.
And with the assassin gone, the case would go unsolved, pal.
Yes, that was what he hoped for.
That's why he wouldn't let Mr. Edgeworth investigate the case.
Exactly. All of this was an asinine publicity stunt from a lying president.
But you...
Look, he lost all his muscles, dude. Oh, and now he's a big chubby dude. What the fuck, dude?
You were wrong.
He revealed his true form.
The assassination is a lie, isn't it?
The chief, why did he have to pick you? This should not have happened.
Well played, Mr. Prosecutor.
Knightley!
I am speaking with the president now. Thank you very much. Oh shit, dude.
You're a chess player. You know knights always strive to protect their king.
Oh no, it's Revolver Ocelot!
So shut up, now.
Are you threatening me, Mr. Knightley?
What's with this guy?
Oops, sorry. I went over the top there. But on to business. As my first move, I want to ask you a question.
That's a little weird how that played off. I don't know. Was that just because this is like a fan translation?
You say I fired a gun on the stage, right? Then I should have been caught. The entire audience was watching me.
I see. Now it's my move. Use a certain object to prevent the spectators from seeing you.
A certain object.
What did Knightley use to prevent the audience from seeing him?
The attaché.
The attaché case.
Exactly. I'd like you to have a look at this photo Kay took. Your right hand is completely hidden by the case. This photo captures the exact moment you secretly fire the gun.
You use the attaché case as a screen. You seem to enjoy making up convenient stories, Mr. Prosecutor. But you've missed something.
What have I missed?
That everything you've said is just a hypothesis, a theory. Flags flapping in the wind, using the case as a screen. The security plans were modified because I can't move my neck. You've got no decisive evidence. Yeah, it'd be great if you had a bullet that hit the balloon. Then you could examine it and see if the ballistic markings match my gun. But that bullet's probably at the bottom of the lake. Finding it would be real tough, right?
I hate to admit it, but it's as he says, there's no decisive evidence.
If there's no proof, the only thing you can do is shut up. So do so.
Oh, she's recorded the whole thing.
Miss Swift.
Oh, I forgot. She has a southern accent, too. Didn't she? I totally forgot about that.
That's it. If she speaks, we could hear new testimony.
Hey, lady, you got something to say?
Never mind.
There we go. I thought so.
Nicole!
Don't be afraid. The truth will escape if you let that man intimidate you.
You're a reporter. A journalist, are you not?
I will not remain silent.
You'd better consider your position. Use your head before saying something you'll regret.
I forgot the #1 rule of journalism. Journalists must not tell lies. You can't call it a scoop if it ain't the truth. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm sorry. I've been hiding this the whole time.
This is...
I used this laser pointer to aim at the president. That's all I did. I never fired the gun.
You stupid woman! If you testify, you'll be admitting you're an accomplice.
I don't care. I'm gonna tell him everything. 3 days ago, I was covering an event at the Zhengfa embassy. Then some of the president's men called me over. They said if I cooperated, I'd get an exclusive interview with the president.
And the gun in the trash.
I really don't know. All I was told was to come wearing a red hood and to aim the laser pointer. I never thought it would snowball into all this. I'm really truly sorry.
Nicole, thank you. That was a testimony worthy of the courtroom. This is sufficient testimony to verify the fake assassination plot.
Damn you. The lot of you. You're all a bunch of mindless morons.
It's a shame. If only you had been able to usurp the investigation as planned. You would have been able to silence this young lady.
Blast!
Oh, shit, dude. He almost shot himself in the face.
So tomorrow's headlines now read, "Fake assassination plan exposed becomes a murder." Right?
I can't believe that you do something this horrible, pal. I admit nothing.
The president?
Knightley, that's enough. We have no choice but to admit it.
So, Mr. President, you admit that you planned a fake assassination.
Yes, I admit it. I'm sorry.
But why? Why did you have to do this?
My approval ratings in Zhengfa have fallen. I wanted to appeal to them as a strong president who survived an assassination and had big muscles. But in the end, it was just a lie. A stupid lie.
And the bullets in the bulletproof vest.
Prepared earlier. It was not fired today.
Bulletproof vest data updated in my organizer. Am I going to need that at this point? It feels like we're wrapping up.
But what about Mr. the Killer?
Yeah, that's the thing I don't understand. Where's Shelly put in this?
It seems our plan was leaked. Someone wanted to make this fake assassination real.
Oh, okay.
That's why the killer wore the red raincoat. He would impersonate the culprit from the plan in order to approach the president.
But there's still one thing I don't understand.
What's that?
Why did Rook die? His death was not a part of the charade, and yet it really happened.
Yes. Why was his life taken?
Ethan was an outstanding bodyguard. Even though he wasn't from my country, he had my utmost trust.
I wouldn't think that having the trust in a cowardly president meant that much, honestly.
Hey, that's the same sort of bond between me and Mr. Edgeworth, pal.
I wouldn't put it that way.
Did Rook know your plan?
Not the exact details. I asked him to cooperate, and he refused. He should have listened to his advice. Yes, indeed. I wouldn't have done all this if I had known.
Yeah. Welcome in, Water Guide.
Tisk, you're being too dramatic.
What?
Rook was just one piece of the president's defense. Knightley. And that's not as if he cooperated with your plan. I did.
Or it's not.
He ran away, taking whatever dignity he had left with him. Good riddance.
Oh, damn, dude. That guy just died, dude, in the line of fucking duty. Oh, hydrate, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Definitely need that for this game.
I know you're a valuable bodyguard, but still. I don't have time for this, sir. I'm the team leader now. There's going to be a lot of changes now that the chicken's gone. After all, adaptation is the most important principle in chess.
I knew you always wanted to be the team leader.
But, isn't this a bit imprudent? I will orchestrate even more perfect plans, just like this one.
You definitely have ambition. But wasn't your perfect plan today a failure?
If it weren't for you and that idiot Rook, it would have been perfect.
What did Rook do?
If he hadn't died, the killer wouldn't have threatened me. And you wouldn't have ever set foot in this plane.
Knightley, how can you say such a thing?
Yeah, he died trying to save you, Mr. President. Maybe he fulfilled his lifelong ambition.
He died protecting the president.
Huh? But the assassination was fake, right?
But we just said that the killer was hired because... Or the killer was already hired. He was definitely hired to kill the guy. And we were just told that he was leaked information. And so he was trying to make it a real assassination. And now they're all saying, but it's a fake assassination, right? But the killer, though. We just went over this.
Of course it was. But you need to listen closer, little girl. Remember the guy who wanted to make the fake assassination real?
Exactly. Just went over this, dude.
There were 2 gunshots at the time of the incident. The first was, as you said, I shot the balloon. But the second one wasn't me.
So who fired the second shot?
The real assassin. But it wasn't the killer.
It wasn't the killer? Oh my god, there's another shooter? There was a third man. Oh my god, let me switch to standing real quick. No, that's so funny. The twists and the turns, I tell you. They are plenty. Alright, so it wasn't the killer. Okay, who was it then?
He intended to attack the president with a knife, not a gun. The lucky winner was the hidden queen. Or should I say, the lady in the coat over there.
Ah!
I like her whole bear trap thing.
You're accusing Nicole, pal?
I ain't no assassin.
Really? I don't believe you. The gun that was left in the trash, that was yours, right?
Oh shit, there it goes. About to get into a freaking
Testimony here.
one second.
There we go. I shot the balloon and entered the plane with Rook and the president. Rook waited in the cabin while I led the president into the security room. When I came out, Rook was already on the ground. The bullet that lady fired must have hit him while we escorted the president to the plane. The shot was fired from the gun you found in the trash.
Right, I feel like we definitely established that gun had been fired, didn't we? So you're saying you don't know exactly when the victim was shot?
A knight's job isn't to protect the Rook. It's to protect the king.
Huh?
What he's trying to say is that his job was to protect the president only.
It's over if you lose the king. Checkmate. That's the first rule of chess.
If you let your pieces get taken right in front of you, you're not likely to win.
But I did win. Look, the president is safe.
Don't claim victory when the game has only just begun. Rebuttal.
I shot the balloon and entered the plane with Rook and the president.
Hold it.
So the victim had no part in your plan.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't even know it was all fake.
So you're saying he thought it was a real assassination attempt? Ah, but you fired the gun right next to him. Would he have noticed?
Maybe he did. Not that it matters now. Besides, even if he thought the assassination attempt was a fake, his duty was to protect the king.
He made a split-second decision to sacrifice himself. The victim was truly a man of honor.
You're wrong. It was all part of my plan. He simply assisted in our little performance on stage. Rick waited in the cabin while I led the president to the security room.
Why did you do that? The assassination was supposed to be fake.
There were a lot of guests milling around outside. Wouldn't it be bad if the president who just escaped the assassination was seen lounging around and drinking grape juice? Imagine the headlines.
Is this another one of those instances where they switch wine to grape juice? What other game was that? Was that the other Phoenix Wright game? I think that was a previous Phoenix Wright game, where they always say grape juice. Yeah, it was. It was the last investigations. It was the first case. Or whatever, whichever one was on the plane. Was that the first one? I think that was the first case. When it should have been wine, so I'll read that with wine.
Was seen lounging around and drinking wine? Imagine the headlines.
It's funny that they kept that, though, because this is a fan translation. So the fans did that just to keep the continuity from the first one, I guess, you think? Right?
What was the victim doing at the time? How should I know? I was with the president inside the security room. Anyway. When I came out, Rick was already on the ground.
Where did you find the body?
About where it is now. He collapsed in the middle of the room.
Maybe it's literally grape juice. No, there was somebody who said it was that they had heard it was supposed to be wine, but yeah, maybe it literally is grape juice. What's up, Mav? How's it going, dude? But you could be right. I mean, I drink grape juice like regularly, so dude, I'm with it. I'm for it. I'm not a wine guy. If people feel the need to shame us with good taste, yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I'm going with that. We're going with grape juice. Fuck that. I'm with you. I like grape juice and I don't like wine. Does that my camera keep skipping every once in a while? I look over it looks like I like stutter for a second. Is that happening? If it is, if you guys notice that, let me know. Weird. Maybe I'm just looking over and seeing my hair flip though, and that's all it is. Grape juice is dope. It is, dude. Fuck yeah. Wine gives me a headache. Yeah, I've heard that it does that. I just can't even. It smells so bad to me. I mean, I'm not a fan of anything that's fermented, pretty much. I'm not a fan of like alcohol or anything. But yeah, wine is always just smell funky, dude. Like it would have to be like a super sweet wine that's like barely fermented, probably, or whatever. Like one of those real sweet ones, maybe added sugar to it or something. But at that point, I'm just gonna get a stomach ache because it's too much sugar. So you know what? I'm just gonna stick to grape juice because, like you said, grape juice is dope, dude.
About where he is now, he collapsed in the middle of this room. When I returned, the door to the plane was already closed. The bullet must have hit Rook right before the door closed. Talk about a hassle. And it's all his fault that the plan failed. Knightley, that's too far. Even if he protected the king, he couldn't protect his honor. He was careless in his duty, and he paid the price for it.
This man is truly despicable.
As I was saying,
Grape juice with a tequila shooter. Let's go! Hell yeah. Mav's ready to party, dude.
the bullet that lady fired must have hit him while we escorted the president to the plane.
Weren't you both carrying bulletproof attaché cases?
Yeah, when Rook noticed the laser pointer. We opened up those bad boys and became the president's shield.
You're telling me the bullet slipped through the space between your shields? Are you claiming that Miss Swift has such precise aim?
Well, she was targeting the president. I wouldn't say her aim is precise at all.
So the bullet was off target and just happened to hit the victim instead? Through the tiny gap between the bulletproof vest and case?
I don't want to believe it either, but they say the truth is stranger than fiction. Rook was hit by 1 in a million shot, and you have the evidence to prove it.
So you think that Knightley just killed Rook? Because he seems to fucking hate that guy. So maybe they just got in the plane and then he was just like, you know what, fuck you. And just shoots him or something? Like, what the fuck, dude? This is all starting to kind of sound like that.
Rook was hit by a 1 in a million shot, and you have the evidence to prove it. The shot was fired from the gun you found in the trash.
So the second shot wasn't the part of your plan?
That's right. She did that on her own. If you think about it, wasn't she desperate for a scoop?
I'm a journalist. I ain't no murderer.
Well then, who was the one who joined the plan in order to get exclusive coverage?
That's...
It's just like you said. I orchestrated this fake assassination attempt.
Hey, what's up, Hi? How's it going? Welcome in. Good to see ya.
She was only supposed to aim the laser pointer. I guess it wasn't enough for her. She prepared her own gun and took aim at the president. She probably thought she wouldn't get caught if she went on and shot me too. Wait. She probably thought she wouldn't get caught if she went on and shot me too. I guess the use of went on kind of threw me over.
Knightley fired the first shot, and then Miss Swift fired the second one.
In other words, Nicole also had a gun. I never thought she was the type.
Without any proof, it's just pure speculation.
Then bam! Let's present some evidence.
Alright, there's some evidence we got to present in here somewhere. Aw, thank you for the heart. Let's go ahead and save here real quick. Okay, shot the balloon and into the plane with Rook. Rook waited in the cabin while I led the president's security room. When I came out, Rook was already on the ground. The bolt the lady fired must have hit him while we escorted the president on the plane. The shot fired from the gun you found in the trash. Alright, now let's look at the evidence. Let's start with the newest evidence. We have the calling card. That doesn't really say anything, does it? No, it's just a calling card. Let me pull the cam down here. Security monitors. Display surveillance videos of the plane. They were in the security room with the president, right? I don't see how that really says anything, though. The bulletproof vest. Doesn't really say anything here, right? Cause of the blood loss from the bullet wound in the chest. Bullet passed through his body. Check. And we can just look at his... Okay. And it's just like, well, yep, there's his dead body. Yep. Okay. Aw, thank you for sending the love to the stream, Crispy. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. So sweet of you. Okay, let's see. Keep working backwards. Bulletproof attaché case protects against bullets. Both Rook and Knightley possessed one. That's definitely mentioned in his testimony, but I don't think that's what we're looking for. Red raincoat. The inside is stained with blood. The red hooded figure left arm is injured. Found in the trash can. He mentioned this. 2 shots have been fired. Same model as the victims. Shot was fired from the gun you found in the trash. I feel like that's not really like saying that he's contradicting that, though, right? You know what I mean? Like, he didn't say anything to contradict anything here, but he did say that a shot was fired from it, but 2 shots were fired from it. So, wouldn't that be like his gun somehow? Because he would have fired 2 shots, possibly. He definitely fired 1. It's also the same model that they have in Zing Fa. Like he has. He has the same model gun. Security plans. The camera data. Let's look at the camera data. Not seeing anything in any of these photos. We're probably pretty much done with those photos. Bullet trajectory, doesn't really see anything here. Newspaper articles, disintegrator balloon. Yeah, I think the best thing I got is the gun. The assassin's revolver. I don't know which one to push it against though. Let's look back at his testimony again really quick. Hit him while he escorted the person to the plane. So maybe it would be against this one because he's saying the bullet. That almost indicates that there was only one bullet that she fired, but if she had fired it, then she would have fired two if she fired that gun. So where's the other bullet? That's the best thing I got so far. Let's try that. I'm gonna go ahead and save. And we'll see if that's right. I'm meant to be lurking. Yeah. You're getting ready to go out, aren't you, Crispy? Is that what you're doing? Let me see here. So we're gonna go present, and we'll present the revolver, and I just hope that's it. There's a glaring contradiction in your testimony.
That's so. The only flaw I see is that it's just too perfect. There are no contradictions. Better wipe that board clean, Mr. Prosecutor. Looks like you're out of your league.
Damn it. All right, we'll load back in. So that was definitely wrong. Let's see what else he has here. When I came out, Rook was already on the ground. Rook was already on the ground. Rook waited in the cabin while I led the president into the security room. Rook waited in the cabin while I led the president into the security room. Is that something? Because then he got shot somehow while standing in there waiting? So you're saying someone shot through the door and hit Rook? Then they would have just shot at Rook. Right? Is that something I can latch onto somehow? Just trying to tame the hair. I gotcha. Makes me want to cut it off. Hey, Crispy, you know I'm a fan of that. Let's see. What else we got here? Shot the balloon and entered the plane with Rook and the president. Rook waited in the cabin while I led the president into the security room. I feel like the monitors could maybe be coming in here. Crime scene notes. The bullet passed through his body. Cause of this blood loss from a bullet wound in the chest. There's nothing that's like super glaring here. I feel I want to shave my head too, man. Do it. It's one of the best things I ever did, let me tell you. It feels nice. Oh, damn it. There's a fucking gnat. Get out of here. Had a lot less of them lately, so that's been good, but there's still a couple Nat Juniors floating about. Ba-ba-da. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm looking it up, so I didn't say anything. Trying to figure out what it is and what the logic is. Is this where I'm at? It must have something to do with the gun. Okay, Press Knightley's first statement. Okay, suggests that if the evidence seems to contradict the facts, then maybe you need to doubt the evidence instead. Which evidence is doubt? Choose the gun. Wait, we're saying that... Well, I pressed the first statement, though, didn't I? Hold on. We're just going to go off of that. It said press the first statement, and then we're supposed to get some sort of option here. But we pressed all the statements. Maybe I was reading the wrong section. Maybe that's the next section. So the victim had no part in your plan.
Yeah, that's right. He didn't even know it was all fake.
So you're saying he thought it was a real assassination attempt? Ah, but if you fired the gun right next to him, wouldn't he have noticed?
Maybe he did. Not that it matters now. Besides, even if he thought the assassination attempt was a fake, His duty was to protect the king.
He made a split-second decision to sacrifice himself. The victim was truly a man of honor.
You're wrong. It was all part of my plan. He simply assisted in our little performance on stage.
Yeah, see, I must have been reading the wrong spot, because we didn't get any choices there. Yeah, I was ahead of myself, my bad. Oh, dude, I was right. It was the assassin's revolver that we gotta push. Which statement was it? On the 5th statement. Okay. That's all I'll read. So we gotta go back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The shot was fired from the gun you found in the trash. Isn't that... I thought that's what I... No, I ended up going over one, didn't I? And then I pressed it here or something. God damn it. I was so close the first try. Okay, here we go. So you shot the balloon, and Miss Swift shot Rook. Is that really true?
I can't see it any other way.
The gun we discovered in the trash was fired twice. The number of gunshots don't add up.
Whoa! Almost shot myself there.
Why don't the gunshots add up? It's simple. This gun is fake evidence, left behind by the real criminal.
Fake evidence?
Think about it. The criminal planted this for a reason. Oh, hey! Flex-a-lot's coming in. Welcome in, Flex. And Raiders. What's up, everybody? Prepare for awesome and hype. Oh, we got some heat on the hype meter. Welcome in, Flex. How is Saints Row, my dude? If anybody here hasn't checked out Flex, you definitely should give him a shot. He's a cool dude to hang out with. It's always chill over there. There you go, big dubs. Hell yeah, Flex. Welcome in, man. How is Saints Row? How was the stream, my dude? Good to see you, man. Thanks for bringing the peeps over. Always appreciate a good raid. We're just over here, you know, accusing people of shit, so hope you're ready for that. Man, my headphone keeps getting pulled out. It's getting caught up on my jabbot. My jabot. Saints Row is fun, man. Getting ready for Saints Row, a reboot. Yeah, I've heard some stuff about that. Maybe that's when I'll try jumping in, because honestly, I've never played a Saints Row before, so maybe the reboot will be the perfect time for me to jump on into that, you know? Because it sounds like it'd be fun if it's sort of like GTA, but I guess crazier, I guess, is what I hear. Glad you're enjoying it, though, man. How are you? How's the stream? It's been good, man. Been good. Honestly, this has taken forever. We're still in the tutorial mission, believe it or not. We started the tutorial last week. We're still in it. I mean, it's hardly even a tutorial at this point, I guess. It's just like a full-on case, but it's been good, man. It's been good. We're having a good time. It's really fun, completely different from GTA, honestly. Oh, really? Okay, I usually hear a lot of people compare the two. So I think you're the first person that said it was completely different, so that's interesting. I'll definitely have to pick up the reboot and give it a shot, because I know a lot of people who do like Saints Row, for sure, so I got a lot of good recommendations for it. There's a gnat somewhere. It just flew right in front of my face. Alright, he's hiding now. He knows I'm after him. Yeah, when's that reboot come out, man? Does it have a release date yet? Think about it. The criminal planted this for a reason. By finding the gun, we'd assumed that the assassin was in the audience. In order to make us believe that the gun was used by the assassin, the gun needed to appear as if it had been fired twice.
I get it. Because the 2 shots were fired during the incident.
However, we proved that the bullet that hit the balloon did not come from this gun. Therefore, I have my doubts as to whether this gun also took Rook's life.
Here it comes. You're packing some serious heat. Enough with the song and dance. We've come this far. Go ahead and say it.
I won't just say it. I'll prove it. The one who really shot Rook is... the one who really shot Rook is... I guess it would be... Knightley, right? I mean, who else is it gonna be? Come on, dude. We're saving just in case. Horace Knightley. You murdered Rook.
Heh. You finally said it.
Knightley, you couldn't have. The killer wasn't the only one who took advantage of the fake assassination plot. You intended to murder Rook and claim he was a victim of the assassination. Once the president had entered the security room and the door of the plane was closed, only the victim and Knightley would have been left in this room. And at that moment you fired a third bullet directly at Rook. See? Okay, I called it. That's exactly what I just said it was actually had happened earlier. I literally called that. I was like, what if this is what he did? And what do you know? That's exactly what he did. Oh, yeah. Oh, and by the way, Flex or any of you Raiders, if you guys want a recap or whatever, just let me know. And I can let you guys know about this case if you're interested. I would love to get you up to speed, so just let me know. And at that moment, you fired the third bullet directly at Rook.
A third bullet? Ha! Only 2 gunshots were heard. The numbers don't match up.
The plane's walls are soundproof. If the door is closed, the gunshot would not have been heard outside.
But wasn't the president in the next room?
That's true. The presidents may have heard the gunshot.
Mr. President, did you hear a gunshot?
I didn't hear any gunshots.
But weren't you watching this room through the security cameras?
The cameras in this room aren't usually turned on. I turned on the power after I entered the security room.
So you didn't turn on the power immediately after entering the room?
No. Actually, I...
What is it? He's not being clear.
Thank you for the shout out, by the way. I appreciate you. Oh, yeah, no problem, dude. Hell yeah. You deserve it, buddy. Mr. President, focus. This is vital.
Please!
I was hiding under the bed, covering my ears.
What? But you knew the assassination was fake!
It doesn't matter. I simply hate the sound of guns. That terrifying sound. I just can't help it.
That definitely ain't going in my article.
Ahem. Knightley, you saw the president hiding under the bed. Furthermore, you could tell if the security cameras had been turned on by looking at the monitors. In that moment, when the president wouldn't hear the gunshot or see the room, you had a chance to fire a third bullet at Rook.
Knightley, did you really? You deceived me?
About to head to the store. Sounds good, man. Enjoy your stream, man. I'll be back for the recap. Sounds good, dude. Enjoy your time at the store, dude. Hope it's not too busy.
You really think I killed that moron? That's cold, Mr. President. Have a little faith in me, the bodyguard who's risking his life to protect you. I want to believe you. I really do. But I just don't get it. Why are you suspecting me alone? There's still the possibility that she's the killer.
This gun is not the murder weapon. The number of missing bullets makes that clear.
Maybe it was one short to begin with. Ever think of that?
What?
Maybe I already fired a shot yesterday, or the day before. And the second shot was fired today. The one that hit Rook. Well, isn't that just the perfect excuse? Excuse? The possibility exists. You can't deny that.
He's right. I can't deny it completely.
You need decisive evidence. Evidence so decisive that it makes my heart stop and my logic crumble. You got something like that?
Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do anything? At this rate, Nicole will. Mr. Prosecutor. It's true. I did an awful thing for a scoop. But I never killed nobody. I could never do a thing like that.
Decisive evidence. I could prove the murder weapon was Knightley's gun. Proof it was his gun. Yeah, it'd be great if you had the bullet that hit the balloon. Then you could examine it and see if the ballistic markings match my gun. if we can find the bullet that took Rook's life, we can determine which gun fired the shot from the ballistic markings.
If you've got no evidence, then we're done talking. Hold it.
No, you said objection, not hold it.
What? You don't seriously have decisive evidence.
Naturally.
That's a big joke. Well, come on now, show us. What is this so-called evidence?
The bullet that took Rook's life. That's the evidence I need.
This evidence.
Do I have it?
I mean, I don't have the bullet, so I think it's basically telling me I need to say I don't have it. Because we have to go get it, right?
I don't have it. Okay. It's game over, man.
However, it is somewhere in this room.
What?
The bullet that killed Rook pierced through his body. So where did the bullet go? Earlier explained it like this.
The bullet that took Rook's life pierced through his body and then hit the vest.
That's right. It'd be dangerous if he hadn't worn that bulletproof vest.
However, now that the fake assassination plan has come to light,
Oh, my bad. That's no longer in his head. Now that the fake assassination plan has come to light, we know that the bullet in the bulletproof vest was prepared earlier. So then, where did the bullets go?
Interesting. Very interesting. Do you have the answer?
do I have evidence that shows the location of the bullet that killed Mr. Rook?
The only thing I can think of is the broken TV and the security thing. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh man, it doesn't show me any more than that. Well, if you can see, this one right here has a little stuffed animal in it, and it's all like broken out as if there was possibly a monitor there. It's the only thing I can think of. So let's save, and I'll try that. In this room, there was one thing that's clearly missing.
Something missing? You sure it's not your brain?
I'd like you to look at the rack of security monitors.
Oh,
It seems you've noticed, Mr. President. Among these images of the plane's surroundings, only the feed from the right side of the plane is absent. That's what's missing. A single monitor. Mr. President, there was originally a monitor here, wasn't there?
that's right.
Why is there a stuffed toy now? That must have been put there to hide the empty space where the monitor used to be. Why is the monitor missing, and where did it go? Why? Undoubtedly because it was hit by the bullet. In order to make us think that the bullets really hit the bulletproof vest. It would be a problem if another bullet hole was discovered.
So then, where did the monitor go?
Where? It should be hidden somewhere inside this plane. There hasn't been a chance to dispose of it outside since it was shot. Detective Gumshoe, search this plane.
Roger that, sir. President Hong. He said extraterritorial laws apply in this plane.
I will allow it. There is no problem. I just want to know the truth of Rook's death.
Damn it. You think this is a joke? You're always like this. Rook this, Rook that.
Detective, we have his approval. Go ahead.
Mr. Edgeworth, I found it, sir.
Good work, Detective. Now let's extract the bullets from the monitor.
If I do this here and then I do that, I got it.
Well, it's definitely stained with blood. I'm certain this is the bullet that killed Rook. A bloody bullet data jotted down in the organizer, found in a security monitor, believed to have taken Rook's life. This is the bullet that will crush your arguments. The decisive evidence that blows a hole in your logic.
If the ballistic markings on this bullet do not match the gun found in the audience area, Miss Swift will be cleared of suspicion. What's wrong? Cat's got your tongue? Detective, we need to examine the ballistic markings. Send the gun and bullets to forensics.
Roger! We should be able to find clear markings on this bullet, sir.
Should probably send Knightley's gun out there too, right? Now then, let's listen to the forensic report.
Reporting!
First, the blood on this bullet matches the victim's blood.
So this bullet really did take Rook's life.
Also, Horace Knightley's fingerprints were found on this gun.
Knightley's fingerprints probably came from when he took all of our evidence. The real issue is the ballistic markings. If the markings don't match, Miss Swift will be cleared of suspicion.
And the bullet's ballistic markings, they match this gun.
What? They match?
What? No way!
There's no mistake. The bullet was fired from this gun. What?
Huh? That's strange. Looks like I was right after all, naturally.
He's got some sweet skills with that fucking gun, dude.
Did you really think you had me cornered? I switched these guys. I mean, yeah, you're wrong. You misread the board. The one who's been cornered is you.
Not so fast.
If the ballistic markings match the gun, there can be no doubt. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the audience area. Who could have used the gun? Not me, because I was on stage. But what about that lady reporter in the audience? All the evidence points to that young lady as the assassin who killed Rook. Well, it's your move, Mr. Prosecutor. Where did you find this gun again? And which gun fired the bullet? At least we know. It ain't me.
Nah. This can't be happening.
The president and I have admitted to the fake assassination plot. Now it's your turn to admit the real criminal is.
Or who the real criminal is, I think is what he said.
That doesn't make Nicole the criminal.
Don't get riled up, Kay. Let him have his say first. After he's done, it won't be too late to begin our counterattack.
Okay. All right, Mr. Edgeworth.
If the ballistic markings match the gun, there can be no doubt.
No, that's...
Didn't you say it earlier? This is the decisive evidence.
Yeah.
Well, how does it feel to have a hole blown through your reasoning?
The ballistic markings match the gun we found, so... Does that mean Nicole really was the shooter?
I'd like to believe otherwise.
But he's got the decisive evidence on his side, sir.
Indeed. How should I proceed? If Miss Swift isn't the killer, the ballistic markings should not match.
Thoughts, Kay?
If the evidence is impossible, then maybe we should doubt the evidence itself, right?
Doubt the evidence?
Nicole's definitely not the criminal. So if the evidence says that she's a criminal, then there must be something wrong with it.
You seem awfully sure about yourself.
It's the great thief's intuition.
Intuition. Still, it's quite possible. Above all, Miss Swift doesn't seem like the type of person to tell such elaborate lies. In court, the evidence is everything. And yet, here I am doubting it. Which evidence do I doubt?
So we can doubt the gun, the bullets, or neither. I'm gonna say the gun, because he has the same model of gun as the one that was found. So, I mean, I don't know how he would have like killed Rook, but then somehow swapped it. Well, hold on. He took our evidence from us, so he could have just swapped the the scope on it or something, right? Yeah, I'm gonna say the gun. 'Cause I think there's more of a chance of that being something that he tampered with. Because of that.
If anything suspect here, it can only be the gun. The bullet was discovered just a moment ago. It couldn't have been tampered with yet. Did Knightley have a chance to tamper with a gun? Shall hand over all the evidence you've collected so far and leave this plane at once. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Be a good boy and do as you're told. Nah. I cannot resist any longer. That's it. He could have tampered with the gun at that time. There's no doubt that this gun is the real murder weapon. In that case, the owner of this gun is...
Well, it's Knightley then, because he switched it with his gun. That's the only thing he would have been able to switch it with, right? You just keep choosing Knightley every time.
He must have switched the guns. Without a doubt, this is Knightley's own gun.
The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun that he found in the audience area.
So this is probably what I pressed against it, right? So, do I just need to press it on this one again then? Alright, let me save here. So I'm just gonna present Knightley's revolver, because now it's called Knightley's revolver, which should mean that we can present it, right? There we go. The music stopped.
Knightley, you fiend! You switched the guns.
The gun that matched the ballistic markings was yours all along.
Interesting choice of a move you've made there.
The switch occurred at the time you seized the evidence, when you were arguing with the president over the investigation rights. You detached the laser sight from the gun found in the audience area and attached it to your gun. Then when you returned the evidence, you gave me your own gun.
Did I do that? So, what you're saying is that I knew you'd want to examine the ballistic markings.
Indeed. Staying one move ahead of your opponent. Isn't that the fundamental rule of chess?
So is flipping around your gun real fast like a badass. I'm glad you feel that way, Mr. Prosecutor, but you're giving me too much credit. Besides, can you even prove I pulled the old switcheroo with the guns?
Security cameras would show that, right? Right? Knightley's Logic Part 2.
So the gun happens to be the same model as mine, pure coincidence. But take a closer look. Only one of them has a laser pointer attached to it. Check the number of bullets left in the chamber. Only 2 shots fired, see? There's no evidence that I switched the guns, right?
Giving you too much credit. That hardly sounds like something you'd say.
Guess I'm just more modest than you.
That's funny for him to say that. It's like the means like the opposites, you know? It's like contradictory.
Well, except when I'm in front of a chessboard.
But we're not in front of a chessboard.
That's too bad. Don't use that as an excuse. Don't use that as an excuse later. I didn't lose the game. I just couldn't find enough evidence.
You're the one who should have an excuse ready. You didn't beat me at chess. You only found the evidence.
So the gun happens to be the same model as mine. Pure coincidence.
Definitely not pure coincidence. Coincidence, you say?
Or perhaps it was simply bound to happen. Which is it, pal? As bodyguards need to use them to protect the president. And no matter how you slice it, that lady is a total amateur with guns. It was necessary for both of us to use revolvers.
A revolver? Like the one Knightley's carrying? Why would it be necessary?
It has a simpler mechanism, so it's easier to use. Something along those lines, probably.
When you gotta get the job done, Or if you're new to this sort of thing, there's nothing better. The truth is, I thought it was pure coincidence all along. But take a closer look. Only one of them has a laser pointer attached to it.
You attached the laser pointer to the gun yourself.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Show me the evidence.
Well, that's...
You can't go around calling people liars without proof. Didn't your daddy teach you that? On that point, I've got evidence on my side. Check the number of bullets left in the chamber. Only 2 shots fired, see?
Something's been bothering me for a while now. What about the chamber of your own gun?
Why woman here? Now that you mention it.
My woman here? Oh, he's calling his gun his woman? I was like, is that a mistype of weapon? It's like, nah, he's probably just calling his gun a woman. I get it. It's just usually it would be like girl, wouldn't it? Like I feel like usually people are like, oh yeah, this is my woman. It's usually my baby or my girl or whatever, you know. I feel like that's usually how it's put.
I've been firing it off for a while now.
He just keeps reloading it.
Every time he fires, he reloads the gun.
Sounds like me in first-person shooters.
So there's no way to check its status from the time of the incident.
That's it. In order to switch the guns, he would have needed to reload the bullets. Knightley is bare-handed. He had no time to put on gloves when the switch was made.
Well, I think it's about time for you to resign. How about it, Prosecutor Edgeworth? There's no evidence that I switched the guns, right?
Go ahead and press that. If it's evidence,
There isn't any. If there is, show it to me. We know there is, pal. Don't we, Mr. Edgeworth?
There was no time for another investigation. I can only use what I have right now. Think. Consider all the possibilities.
If you've got something to show, let me know.
Evidence that Knightley switched the guns? Does that even exist?
there's no evidence that directly proves that Knightley switched the guns. Yet we know for a fact he did. If he didn't, there would be no explanation for the ballistic markings. I need to carefully consider the meaning behind every piece of evidence linked to this testimony. The truth must be there. Okay, I'm gonna save here. So the gun happens to be the same model as mine. Take a closer look. Alright, so let me look at the gun to see how many, if you can see how many bullets are in it. Because it would be fully loaded, right? Is what we're saying, I think. And then check. Okay, that's not what I meant to click on. This would be the grip. I've held the grip of several guns in the past, but it's never been a very pleasant feeling. I hate guns. This gun fired 2 bullets. That matches the number of gunshots heard.
This must be the murder weapon, sir.
So it's not... But he talked about the fingerprints on the bullets, right? Because he'd had to reload them, because he always reloads when he shoots. Wasn't that supposed to be a hint? Am I wrong? I don't know what else it would be. The laser? This is a laser pointer.
It's an implement you attach to a gun to help you aim with a laser, sir.
Even though it does make it easier to aim, the drawback is that you're more easily detected.
But if you were the target, you probably wouldn't detect a thing, sir.
Because I'm wearing red. Is that what you're saying?
How did you know, sir?
Alright. It's not helping me. Check the number of bullets left in the chamber. And only 2 shots fired. See? Go back to his testimony and look at it some more. There's no evidence that I switched the guns, right? I mean, that's all we got here. So it's gotta be. There's gotta be some evidence that he switched the guns. So would it be the bullet itself? Dude, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna look it up, dude. Gun happens to be the same model. There we go. Oh, that's funny. It's like, yeah, although not necessary to proceed, you can learn about how he reloads all the time. But yeah, I guess it's just a red herring there. So, okay, I was right that we have to present the revolver, but it has to be on the 4th statement, which was that there's no evidence, which is what I'm on right now. Okay. Nightly's revolver. Okay, percent.
That evidence is this. You call that evidence, Prosecutor Edgeworth? You're trying too hard.
Certainly traces were left on this gun. Or certain traces were left on this gun. Traces that prove this gun belongs to you.
Show it to me. What kind of piece you got? A rook? A bishop? It better not be a pawn.
The traces Knightley left on this gun are... it would be... fingerprints is what we were talking about, right? Would it be fingerprints on all the bullets? Because he did mention how that. The bullets on the fingerprints, right? We're going to save fingerprints. You left your fingerprints on this gun.
Fingerprints? Ha! That should be expected. I handled the gun earlier when I seized your evidence. Of course my fingerprints are on it.
But what if the fingerprints are in a place they should not be?
What? That's impossible.
Allow me to show you. There is one place where your fingerprints should not be. This piece of evidence will deal the final blow to your king. Checkmate, you son of a bitch. Here, Detective Gumshoe, please have a look at the cylinder.
2 shots were fired, sir, but where would the fingerprints be?
It would be on the bullets. You made the switch when you seized the evidence earlier. However, if all you did was switch the guns, you would have been found out right away. That's because the number of bullets fired by the 2 guns are different.
The gun found in the audience area fired 2 shots, sir.
Then what about Mr. Knightley's gun?
He fired 2 shots at the balloon when he was on the stage. And later, 1 shot to kill Rook. 3 shots in total, not counting the number of shots he's fired since then. And after each of those times, you would reload the bullets. Tell us, Knightley, were you wearing gloves when you're doing that? Officer, in your report earlier, where were Knightley's fingerprints found on the gun?
Sir, the prints weren't just found on the outside of the gun. They were also found on the bullets as well.
If all you did was handle the evidence, why would your fingerprints be on the bullets?
That's...
With this, it has been proven that you switched the guns. The gun which fired the bullet that took the victim's life. It belongs to you.
Horace Knightley. You're the one who stole Rook's life. You are the true assassin. I'm...
Checkmate. Oh, nice. See, I knew he was gonna say it. I totally called it. I guess it was a Oh, look at all that stuff. That was all items we've seen before. Like evidence from the last case, it looked like. There was definitely a samurai dog in there.
I should have been made leader. Me! Rook, that piece of scum. If it hadn't been for him, I would have had complete control over everybody. My assassination plan. It was perfect. My plan was perfect.
Detective Gumshoe, if you please.
Roger that, sir.
You look like me after someone redeems a throw. Yeah.
Edgeworth!
That was a lot like a throw. If you had all those items, that'd be kind of fun to have as items that you could throw. It would be like evidence from the case if I had like the tits thing. Every time we get through a case, whatever the murder weapon was and stuff, you can just throw that at me.
This game isn't over yet. You hear me? I...
That's enough. The rest of this game will continue in the courtroom.
Damn it! Damn you.
Bake 'em away, toys. March 25th, 5:12 p.m. Gourd Lake Park Stage. Oh, he's got his muscles back, dude.
You have my gratitude. You exposed a murderer amongst my bodyguards, and for that, I am truly in your debt.
As soon as he stepped outside of the plane, he reverted back to his king-like persona.
Some time ago, when I proposed the fake assassination plan. You want me and not Rook? Rook declined, so I'm asking you, what do you say?
Hello, Mayor Kitten.
Hello, Mayor Kitten. What's up, sir? Welcome in. I'm late. Hey, no problem. We're just getting to the end of the tutorial mission, so I mean, you missed some, but you didn't really miss much. But I can give you a quick recap if you like. Those seams are about to pop. Oh hell yeah! Well, they were. And now they were about to pop because of the fat. Now they're about to pop because of the muscles, dude. He bends the wrong way. Rip. Is that what they call it, being ripped?
All right, let's do this. I'll come up with the perfect plan. I can even use that guy as a chess piece. That guy. When Knightley said that, his eyes were overflowing with hatred towards Rook. Frankly, I was quite anxious about asking Knightley instead of Rook. Now that I recall those events, he probably sensed the anxiety in my countenance. Perhaps that is what gave him the impetus for murder.
Mr. President, if you had not orchestrated that fake plan, this would not have happened. That is your sin. A sin that won't disappear.
Yes, you are absolutely correct. You have my sincerest apologies. I too must bear some responsibility for this. Even so, I am most grateful to you. I thank you for solving the mystery of Rook's death. I am scheduled to stay in this country for a little longer. But if any of you ever wish to visit the Republic of Zhengfa, you will always be welcome.
It'd be interesting if you went to Zhengfa at some point. If you're all well, I'm bleeding. Braces are no bueno. Oh, I'm sorry. Still kind of equalizing with the braces, it sounds like. Hopefully it's not too bad. And we're glad that you're here, Stella. Hope that you've had a good day.
Oh, Lottie! Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm so happy for you, Nicole!
You were set up as a suspect for the murder. Still, your involvement with the fake assassination plan remains a fact. You will have to submit to police questioning later. You should know that there's still a possibility you may be charged with some crime.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about all this.
I understand you want to catch a scoop. There's a line that should not be crossed.
I hear you. I'll promise to reflect on this. We did it, Mr. Edgeworth! That was awesome! Prosecutor Edgeworth solves presidential assassination attempt. It's gonna be big news. Big news? Mr. Prosecutor, would you mind telling us how you feel about solving this case?
That was certainly a quick change of attitude.
No comment.
Aw, don't be so ornery.
The reason is because this case is not over yet.
Huh? Not over? What do you mean, sir?
What shows that this case is not over yet? Oh, fuck. Shows the case is Shelly the Killer's card, I guess? Okay, I'm gonna save here in case I get it wrong. But I think it's Shelly the Killer. I think there's more to that, right? Because somebody hired someone to kill the president, and that is still a mystery.
Take that!
Take that!
The killer's card.
The killer still hasn't carried out his request.
You mean killing the president?
I hope this doesn't turn into a larger incident. But it probably will, because this is the first mission of this game.
An assassination attempt on the president of Zhengfa. News of this incident spread across the entire country. The mass media also hounded me as I began to prepare for the trial of Horace Knightley. Everyone had seen the news, and everyone was talking about it. However, amidst the commotion, nobody noticed that the game had only just begun. Ooh, spooky. Beep-a-dee-bow. A brand new episode has been added. Save data? You got it. Let's do it. The Prosecutor's Path. It's not to the level of a surgical pain, but it's consistent. Had a good day, ready to relax here now. There you go. Yeah, that's. I guess that's kind of the problem with braces, right? Because it is like every single time you get them adjusted, if I remember right, it was always just like the next couple of days just fucking suck because of the pain of your teeth getting used to it. It's like every single time you get used to it, it's like, all right, that means we gotta crank it harder, and it's like, oh fuck. All right, episode 2, The Imprisoned Turnabout. Are you guys ready? I think this is actually a good time. Let's go ahead and take a little break here, just for a couple minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and use the restroom, refill my drinks and stuff. Maybe do a little stretch. Great time for you guys to do that as well. Maybe a little snack or something. And then we'll come back and we'll start episode 2. But before we go on a break, just want to shout out to all you guys hanging out with me tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate that raid earlier flex as well. If you're around, I don't know if you're back from your store visit, but if any of your raiders are here as well, thank you. Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you lurkers. Just want to show some love to y'all. All right, guys, I'll be right back, and we will continue on just after this.
Monday, Half-Life Alex.
Damn it! I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying, dude. I don't think I can do it. Damn it! Damn it!
Tuesday, Amori.
No. It didn't even like grab me, it just overlapped me. So it's like I'm on the back of its hand now. Holy shit, look how afraid we are. Afraid is a new like emotion.
Wednesday, Shipbreaker.
Easy now. Easy now. I need complete silence.
Damn it, Jill Dandon!
Thursday, Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Eureka! Eureka!
Shamika. Papika. Ripa.
Friday, Yakuza Kiwami 2.
If I don't get the boy that I want, I'm fucking leaving, okay? I'll be writing a strongly worded letter to the city to let them know that you treat your customers like absolute garbage. I cannot stand this.
Monday, Half-Life Alex.
Damn it. I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying, dude. I don't think I can do it. Damn it. Damn it.
Tuesday, Amori.
No. It didn't even like grab me, it just overlapped me. So it's like I'm on the back of its hand now. Holy shit, look how afraid we are. Afraid is a new like emotion.
Wednesday, Shipbreaker.
Easy now. Easy now. I need complete silence.
Damn it, Jill Danton.
Thursday, Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Eureka. Eureka. Shamika. Papika. Ripa.
Friday, Yakuza Kiwami 2.
If I don't get the boy that I want, I'm fucking leaving, okay? I'll be writing a strongly worded letter to the city to let them know that you treat your customers like absolute garbage. I cannot stand this.
Monday, Half-Life Alex.
Damn it. I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying, dude. I don't think I can do it. Damn it. Damn it.
Tuesday, Amori.
No. It didn't even like grab me, it just overlapped me. So it's like I'm on the back of its hand now. Holy shit, look how afraid we are. Afraid is a new like emotion.
Wednesday, Shipbreaker.
Easy now. Easy now. I need complete silence.
Damn it, Jill Danton.
Thursday, Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Eureka. Eureka. Shamika. Papika. Ripa.
Friday, Yakuza Kiwami 2.
If I don't get the boy that I want, I'm fucking leaving, okay? I'll be writing a strongly worded letter to the city to let them know that you treat your customers like absolute garbage. I cannot stand this.
Monday, Half-Life Alex.
Damn it. I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying, dude. I don't think I can do it. Damn it. Damn it.
Tuesday, Amori.
No. It didn't even like grab me, it just overlapped me. So it's like I'm on the back of its hand now. Holy shit, look how afraid we are. Afraid is a new like emotion.
Wednesday, Shipbreaker.
Easy now. Easy now. I need complete silence.
Damn it, Diddle Dandon!
Thursday, Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Eureka! Eureka! Shamika! Papika! Ripa!
Friday, Yakuza Kiwami 2.
If I don't get the boy that I want, I'm fucking leaving, okay? I'll be writing a strongly worded letter to the city to let them know that you treat your customers like absolute garbage. I cannot stand this.
Monday, Half-Life Alex.
Them, damn it! I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying, dude. I don't think I can do it. Damn it! Damn it!
Tuesday, Amori.
No. It didn't even like grab me. It just overlapped me. So it's like I'm on the back of its hand now. Holy shit! Look how afraid we are. Afraid is a new like emotion.
Wednesday, Shipbreaker.
Easy now. Easy now. I need complete silence.
Damn it, Diddle Dandon!
Thursday, Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Eureka! Eureka! Shamika! Papika! Ripa!
Friday, Yakuza Kiwami 2.
If I don't get the boy that I want, I'm fucking leaving, okay? I'll be writing a strongly worded letter to the city to let them know that you treat your customers like absolute garbage. I cannot stand this.
All right. Sorry about the delay, guys, but I am back. Hope y'all enjoyed the little break there, because we're about to get into some fucking action here, guys. I assume. I mean, it always starts with the bad thing happening, right? Let me just pull my wig down a little bit. There we go. Oh, shit. I pulled it too far. Thank you, Stella. Appreciate you. Give myself a little bit more juice. I got my PPAP juice, as I'm calling it, because it's pineapple apple juice. No pens, but, you know, you can imagine the pen, I suppose. Thank you, Papa. Starting Fallout 4 VR tonight, aren't you, Papa? It's going to be exciting. For any of you guys who don't know, I'm a part of a group called Strange Planet, and so is Papa Wolf. And Papa will be streaming after me. We're probably raiding on into him. He's going to be playing some Fallout 4 VR tonight with, was it 69 mods? I think is what you said. Giggity. So, I'm pretty excited to see that, dude. I can't wait to see what mods you got. Got some fucking Macho Man coming at you or something? 69 mods! Fuck yeah, dude. I can't wait to see that, dude. That's going to be awesome. Alright, without further ado, let's jump on into it. The Imprisoned Turnabout. Episode 2. The Imprisoned Turnabout. Oh, so creepy. Who is that? Someone's coming this way. Oh, the lights flashed. Blood? Blood? More blood! Oh no. Oh, look who it is! Oh my goodness. It's Horace Knightley. Now he's dead too. Then before the lights came back on, the deed was done. A dog. Woof. Was he eating the guy? Did he eat Horace? How fucking messed up would that be to have that in this game? Okay, we'll have to see what that meant. Anyway, March 27th, 10:16 a.m., Detention Center, Visitors Room.
He's not coming.
He's not coming, sir.
How long does he intend to keep us waiting?
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to get your cravat in a twist.
Ethan Rook's murder. 2 days after the incident, we visited the detention center. Naturally, we were hoping to meet with the defendant, Horace Knightley. His trial was set to begin the next day, with me serving as the prosecutor. Still, he is rather late. You there, do you know what's going on?
It's certainly strange. I'll try calling him. It's terrible. It's Knightley. He's been murdered. What? What did you say?
Murdered? Inside the detention center? What was he, shanked?
Mr. Edgeworth, let's go check it out.
You there, take us to the crime scene, post haste.
Yes, sir.
Knightley's not in his cell? I thought he was being held there.
What are you doing, sir? This way! Where are you taking us, pal? Through this door is the...
Ah, it's the prison.
Prison? Then what were the small rooms back there?
Those cells we just passed are part of the detention center. They're used for holding suspects temporarily while they await the trial. What lies ahead is a facility that serves a completely different purpose.
This is where criminals who have been declared guilty serve out their sentence, pal. They call it Azkaban.
It's the one place a great thief does not want to end up, Kay.
I'm opening the door now. Please, follow me.
It's like an old school dungeon, too. The cobblestone and shit. What the fuck?
There's no mistaking it. Knightley's dead. Moreover, he was murdered inside the prison walls. How exactly did this happen?
March 27th, 10:32 a.m. Prison, workroom A.
I can't believe something like this would happen to Mr. Knightley.
Yes, I can't believe it either. But the scene you see before you is an unmistakable reality.
Besides, wasn't Mr. Knightley supposed to be in the detention center?
Indeed, he was. Knightley hadn't had his trial yet. Before a suspect is found guilty, they're detained in the detention center's holding cells.
They only enter the prison after they have received a guilty verdict. Knightley should not have been moved here.
Do you think he passed through those giant doors that we went through earlier, sir?
Huge metal doors and a long passageway separate the prison and the detention center. As a suspect, Knightley wouldn't have been able to pass through. Floor plans. Floor plan. What happened to Knightley? In order to solve this mystery, we must first investigate the crime scene. Begin investigation! Miles Legwork is on the case. Let's look at a completely different part of the room. Gumshoe just completely goes out on all fours. This section of the room is covered in dirt.
The dirt is soft and has footprints on it, sir.
There are too many footprints. It won't be easy to identify them all.
Until the forensics arrive, well, we probably shouldn't tamper with this area.
Detective, please don't trip and fall in the dirt.
Oh, be careful, sir. I don't want to get on my favorite coat. I don't want to get my favorite coat dirty.
I'm more worried that you'll mess up the footprints than your stupid, nasty coat.
Okay, here.
We won't rest until we've stolen every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Indeed.
This is quite a large area to investigate. Press the Y button to switch scenes. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Okay, look at the hook. It's a pulley.
Is that used for prison labor too?
It looks like it.
There's something I want to ask you.
Don't even think about dangling on the hook.
Huh? How did you know that's what I wanted to do?
Somehow I had a feeling. The cage behind it?
It's a cage inside the cage that is the prison. It's like cageception.
I believe the correct term is prison cell.
They're the same thing. You need to look more at the essence of things.
Actually, it's more important to get the correct information. Is this Francesca's whip? Those are some colorful sheets. Very colorful and stands out in the room. What are they used for? What could they be?
They're the most eye-catching thing in the room.
They don't fit in with the prison.
There's a whip placed on top of the sheets. It reminds me of the whip lady. Maybe she left her whip here?
I doubt she'd ever leave her whip behind. The whip lady. Remember from the last game? There was a rope near the body as well.
By the way, my special talent.
If it's about rope escapades, there's no need for that now.
Aww.
Does she want to show it off that badly?
It's a pulley.
Is that used for prison labor too?
It looks like it.
There's something I want to ask you.
No, but the same thing as the hook.
Be-da-ba-da.
I think we've looked at everything now. Let's look at the sink.
There's a wash basin over here.
Basin? I think it's a basin. Basin? Are there any clues that could be useful to this case?
I don't smell any signs of treasure.
I'm searching for clues here, not treasure. Come on, Kay.
There are a bunch of strange tools here.
I don't see anything out of place.
I'm kind of picking up the scent of animals.
Do you have special smelling abilities or something?
No, it's just a feeling. But I can smell the scent of treasure.
Remind me to look up all of my remind me to lock up all of my valuables in a safe.
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I wouldn't steal your valuables.
So you would steal someone else's valuables?
There are a bunch of strange tools here.
Same thing as last time. Guess it's time to look at the body.
Horace Knightley, murdered right before his trial. Let me take a closer look.
First of all, we got this little chessboard thing, your portable chess.
Huh? What's this?
Mr. Edgeworth has something similar in his office.
It's a portable chessboard. It was probably the victim's.
Ah, Mr. Knightley enjoyed chess, right?
He was probably using it to pass time in the detention center.
Chessboard data jotted down in my organizer. A folding chessboard. Pieces are stored inside, thought to have belonged to the victim. There's a glove here. This is a rubber glove.
Yes, there is no mistake. It's a rubber glove. How come there's only one?
Let me take a closer look.
For inmate use, it says. It says for inmate use. That must mean.
A prisoner used this glove?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. It's covered in mud, up to the wrist.
Maybe someone was playing with mud in the prison. I want to get in the I want to get in on the action too.
Do it on your own time, when we're not investigating a case.
The fingers on the glove are covered in blood.
This glove was dropped after the pool of blood formed.
Why is that?
If it was on the floor before the pool of blood had formed, the blood would have formed an outline around the glove.
Ah, I see. The blood would have only gone on the edges of the glove.
Hey, Neptune, what's up? Dom, the ultimate champ detective. Hell yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. What's up, Neptune? Feels like it's been a while, bud. Got this, fam. Oh, shucks. Thank you. What you up to, dude? How's life been? This glove was discarded after it was covered in blood.
That must mean the killer left it behind.
Indeed. It's highly probable. At the very least, the person who dropped this saw the body. It's been good? Hell yeah, man. That's good. Glad to hear it. You there? What is it, sir? Do you recognize this glove? Yes, sir. The inmate uses these for prison labor. Or the inmates use these. That's odd. Rubber gloves are usually kept in the inmates' rooms. They are strictly regulated, so you can't just take them out.
Indeed, there are no signs of any other rubber gloves in the room.
I see another rubber glove, dude, over on that wash basin, right? I'll be turning 33 this month. Well, congratulations, my dude. You got any cool plans for your birthday? Gonna do anything cool? All right, back to looking at the body. Let's take a look at that neck.
Ah, the blood from his neck has stained his brace bright red.
The cause of death was most likely from his neck wound. He probably died instantly. He couldn't even cry out in pain. There are small bumps on his head. Are these bruises?
Maybe after he was stabbed in the neck, he fell back and hit his head?
I wonder. At this point in time, there are too many unknowns. Kay, do you have your digital camera with you? I'd like the detective to take a photo of the body. Would you let him borrow it?
Sure thing. Here, Gummy.
Thanks, pal. All right, I'm taking the picture, sir.
Yeah, hefty stream and a lot of IRL time with people. Nice, dude. Hell yeah. That sounds like the best way to spend your birthday, if you ask me, dude. Hell yeah. Any idea what you'll do for your stream?
Still, he's wearing some awfully dirty clothes.
There appears to be dirt stains in several places. Crime scene notes jotted down in my organizer.
He's wearing those clothes even though they're all dirty. He's just like me, sir.
A detective, I hope you realize that not everyone shares your lack of hygiene. If I just click on his stomach, is it the same thing we just did? Yep. Why can I skip this part? It's really like slowed down for me. There we go. All right. So how about the sheet here? He's covered with a dirty sheet.
There's a rope on top of the sheet.
Was Knightley tied up with this rope?
Found with the body, was it used to tie the victim? Let's take a look under the sheet. We might be able to find something.
Yikes! This sheet is bright red.
These appear to be bloodstains. The bloodstains appear to belong to the victim. It has a colorful pattern. Gruesome. I don't want to say during your stream, I know that sort of talk is rude in my opinion. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if I asked you, I think wouldn't it be more rude not to answer a question that was asked? I mean, you have the right to not answer, don't get me wrong, but I feel like you could use logic to say that because I asked you, you have permission, and it's almost rude to say to not answer. But I mean, it's okay, man. If you want to keep it as a surprise, that's totally cool too, man. I'm just playing little logic games, that's all. But I'm just glad that that you're doing something cool for your birthday at the stream, man. Let's try to make it in, hang out with you. These appear to be bloodstains. But yeah, if you want to tell everybody, you have permission. How's that? Doing a 6-hour stream on birthday? Nice, dude. Hell yeah. It's gonna be a hefty one, man.
We still might be able to find something. Let's search this area a little more closely.
Okay, AKA player, you should still keep clicking around. Let's go ahead and just actually click on the bloodstain. No, she says the same thing.
It really is bright red, sir.
These appear to be bloodstains, right? We just went through that.
A rope and a bloody sheet. There might be something else.
Yes, let's check the area again. In case I overlooked something. Apparently I did. Is it like his hand? Is there something in his hand? There's something on his finger. That's what it is. There we go. Yeah, indeed. Nice. Hope you play something you like playing for 6 hours. Well, I guess you could probably just jump around, right? Just play whatever.
Let's have a closer look. Oh, it looks like an expensive ring.
Don't steal it.
Wah! I didn't do anything yet.
Okay, so that wasn't that big of a deal. So what have we overlooked then? His sleeve is undone? That seems to be a detail. No, she just says the same thing about the blood on his neck. Okay. This all seems to be the same thing. I think we're done here. Yeah, I think we're done. I think. Such a Fortnite, LA Noire, and other things. Nice, dude. That sounds good. Hell yeah. Yeah, that reminds me of this. I was just saying earlier, this game actually reminds me a little bit LA Noire because in these investigations, Edgeworth investigation games, well, especially this one specifically, has this mode where it's like a chess mode, but like you have to look at the expression on the person's face and base your answer off of like their emotion that they're feeling. And that made me think of LA Noire with the whole like you have to read their weird ass face expressions or whatever and just try to figure out their line. I was like, I always thought that was a cool mechanic, so that'd be cool. It's a 2-day LA Noire. Yeah. It'd be cool. I feel like that could totally work too. You know what I mean? I agree. Yeah, it's a cool game, dude. I love the way it's like set up and everything. In fact, aren't they coming out with new LA Noire content or something? Or was there like a recent DLC or something? For some reason, I'm thinking there was something recent with LA Noire, but it wasn't like full game. But maybe it was additional content. Maybe it was like a year or two ago. And I think, didn't they make a VR version of it as well? Because that would be interesting. Play in VR. I heard rumors. Maybe that's all it was. Maybe that's what I heard was rumors. I don't know if it was a real thing. Switch. Oh, is that what it was? Maybe that's all it was a Switch port. For some reason, I thought there was like additional cases or something, but maybe that's too much to wish for. I wish they would do something though. It's such a cool one. Wish they did a 70s LA Noire. Yeah, man. I'd be down for that. Why not? Do a detective game series like that and not just do the one-off, you know? Because I feel like that could have been the start of a whole new thing if Rockstar really wanted to go for it. I feel like I definitely liked it, and I love that stuff. I mean, I'm a sucker for that kind of thing, because I mean, look what I'm fucking playing right now. You know? But yeah, I just think that would be really cool if they would expand it in any way. 70s would be an awesome way to do it, for sure. But even if they just kept on with the same characters, I'd be in for it, you know? It was a VR version, but I think it was just a few cases. Oh, okay. Maybe that is what I'm thinking then, was the VR version, because I thought I did hear about that. Yeah, I do remember a VR for it. Okay. Because maybe I can try that sometime, just to relive some more LA Noire, because
I haven't played that in a long time, but it was a really cool game. And I haven't really played much like it, you know? It was definitely really wonky and stuff at times, don't get me wrong, but just the whole, like, what it was trying to be was really cool. No joke, you guys are the best. Love Streets playing. Aw, Neptune, thank you. We love you too, man. You're a huge part of this community, man. We miss you when you're gone. So thanks for sticking around, dude. I'm so glad to see your name. Feels like it's been so long, man. Hell yeah, I really appreciate that, man. Should we talk to Gummy? Oh, here, let's go. Let's see what's over here. It's a reservation form that lists the inmates who are scheduled to use this room.
There are numbers written here.
Probably their prison numbers.
I'd hate to be called a number like T4137. Yes.
Or, yes, that is why we are born with a name.
I'd rather be called Great Thief, the Terminator.
I thought she was maybe making a Terminator reference, but I couldn't quite pick it up because I'm not a big Terminator guy. What about your name? Should we logic now? No, hold on. There's this other rubber glove, right? Can we trigger this now?
There's a wash basin over here.
I feel like I said basin every time it's basin. Are there any clues that would be useful to this case?
I don't smell any signs of treasure.
Okay, so you don't care that there's a pink thing there? Maybe that isn't a glove. Maybe it's just like a towel or something. I don't know. Looks like the glove to me. All right, let's do some logic. Let's see if we can. Bloody sheet and the stack sheets. Well, that seems like we can connect those two things, right? They seem like connected in some way. Hey, Water Guy, what's up? Tom, I have an important question. How does one spin like a record? Right round? Like a record, round, round, round? Is that the answer you wanted, Water Guy? VR LA Noir is prime for antics. Oh yeah, dude, that would be a good one. I want to stick my fingers up someone's nose while interrogating them. And you could, especially with if you have the finger tracking. If it has that in the game, that would be great. That is correct. Nice. Hell yeah. Let's get us some confetti for that correct answer. Oh. All right. Let's see. Are we correct with this? Let's see. We were correct with that, but there we go. I mean, it was kind of obvious. The sheets stacked here have a very distinct pattern.
It's the same as the bloodstain sheet.
That's right, Kay. Don't steal my lines like that.
Mr. Edgeworth, you shouldn't get caught off guard like that. I'll never lose my edge as a great thief.
She's stealing his lines. That's how she's a great thief.
I thought she was on hiatus.
Bloodstained sheet data jotted down in my organizer. Well, we've collected quite a bit of evidence.
With the three of us here, it's a piece of cake, right, Gummy?
That's right, pal. We're the Invincible Trio.
It's too early to start celebrating. There is still something we haven't found yet.
Huh? What haven't we found yet, sir?
The murder weapon?
What is missing from the crime scene?
Oh, yeah. I think I'm right here because it says the murder weapon. Oh, footprints are definitely. Oh, bloodstains? Sure, yeah. It's definitely the murder weapon. Are you kidding me? The murder weapon that took the victim's life has not been found yet. It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. If the way is hazy.
Ah, now that you mention it, you're absolutely right, sir.
Detective, get your act together. Isn't that the most basic of basics?
I'm sorry, sir.
Don't worry about it, Gummy. I didn't notice it either.
That's not much of a consolation.
In this prison, dangerous objects that could be used as weapons are strictly regulated. It'd be quite dangerous if the inmates got their hands on them. Obtaining a murder weapon and carrying it around is not an easy task. Usually they have to fashion them in their cells.
I see. You have a point.
What was the murder weapon? And where did it go? That could be the key to solving this case.
I mean, I think it will be definitely one of the keys.
Huh? There are visitors here already?
Who's that? Oh, it's this guy. Oh, we haven't met him yet. He's on the cover.
Sorry to barge in like this. Is this the crime scene? Huh? Aren't you? That piercing gaze, that furrowed brow.
It has been a long time, Mr. Shields.
Yes. That frilly thing around your neck and that stiff greeting. There's no doubt about it. Prosecutor Manfred von Karma, fancy meeting you here. Hold it. What are you saying, pal? Mr. Edgeworth's not that old man.
Detective, it's fine.
Oh, it's you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I thought you looked a bit young. You two are so similar. Looks like your Uncle Ray got you two mixed up again.
You never change. How many years has it been since we last saw each other?
I've already forgotten. Your Uncle Ray has been overseas these past few years. But you know, there's something I still haven't forgotten. About you. And your betrayal.
I'm getting some bad vibes over here. Do you know this guy, Mr. Edgeworth?
Allow me to introduce him to you. Raymond Shields, attorney at law. Oh, he's an attorney as well? For some reason, I just assumed he was going to be a detective. But I guess we already got Gumshoe. I think maybe it was like the little notepad also kind of played into that in the hat. I assumed.
Ace Attorney Ray Shields at your service. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir.
Kay Faraday, nice to meet ya. I'm a great thief. But I'm currently on hiatus.
Great thief? Well, that sounds romantic. How wonderful.
Harvey Birdman, attorney-in-law. Hell yeah, dude. That'd be so funny to have like a Harvey Birdman crossover somehow with Phoenix, right? Someone's done it. There's something out there that puts them together, right? Yeah, me too, man. And I think Papa just watched through the whole thing recently, didn't you, Papa?
Oh, Mr. Shields, you get it, right? I'm currently recruiting new members. The registration forms are easy to fill out.
That's splendid. Uncle Ray would love to join your little gang.
I'm sorry, but we're only accepting bright, cheerful, and energetic girls.
I see. That's too bad. Well, how about a hug then? As a sign of affection. Now I'm turning into your creepy Uncle Ray. Give me a hug, little girl.
I did. Bitch is on HBO Max. That's what it was. It's on HBO Max. I forgot. That was another detail about it.
No.
I guess not. This isn't Europe after all. What?
What does that mean? What? This isn't Europe after all? What?
Can't hug little girls outside of Europe, I guess.
What the fuck was that encounter? That was awkward, okay. Mr. Shields, what are you doing here? Quit trying to touch Kay.
Oops, that's right. Sorry.
Oh boy, creepy uncle, my favorite, right, dude?
Preventing the attorney from investigating the crime scene is the Von Karma way, isn't it?
Oh, so he's the attorney that's on this case, and that's what's happening?
Hey! You've been going on about Von Karma this and Von Karma that! What's your problem, pal?
Detective, restrain yourself. This can't be helped.
Huh?
Mr. Shields, are you the defense attorney for Horace Knightley?
That's right. Or should I say, I was the defense attorney.
Mr. Shields is the defense attorney. If Knightley had not been murdered, I would have been going up against him in court. I should listen to what he has to say.
Just like I would Phoenix. Defense attorney is the only thing that's good for me. Since you received the request to represent the victim, that must mean...
Yes, your Uncle Ray was supposed to meet with Knightley Boy.
As was I. I had planned to meet with him, but then we heard the report of the dead body.
I even brought him a California roll.
Mr. Shields, can I have a bite of that?
You can't bring food in the detention center. Ah, is that right? Well then, would you like it?
No thanks. After I just ad-libbed that he wanted to bite.
Still, to think that Prosecutor Edgeworth actually meets with the defendants. All defendants are guilty. Wasn't that the Von Karma way?
That is a thing of the past.
Heh, is that right? So, you sure you don't want it?
I told you I don't want it.
Sushi is always best. Ooh, changing up the color there, Neptune. Nice, nice.
Oh, now we got the victim. You know, I haven't had sushi in a long time. I would like some sushi. It's been a while. You don't really get it here in the middle of the country. Sushi's not very common. Did you meet with Mr. Knightley?
We met yesterday. We met yesterday, if you want to call it that.
I love a tiger sauce now and then. Ooh, tiger sauce. It's
Fierce. Tight like a tiger. They called me over as soon as Knightley boy was arrested. He was being quite hostile. Oh yeah, he mentioned you. He talked about how you interfered with his plans.
He probably said some nasty things about me. Even if he hates me, I'm fine with it. He's dead now anyways.
Man, the two of us had a great time talking about you.
Mr. Shields, you also talked about me?
I frequent the visitors' room here quite often. It's been a while since I had such a good time.
So you're a regular at this prison?
Hey now, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not here as an inmate. I'm here to visit an old acquaintance of mine. We usually meet in the visitors' room, and I've also been in here before.
Then I should ask him about this room.
Okay, now we're gonna ask him about this room. Nope. There it is. Boom. This room was where the body was found. Do you know anything about it?
Ah, this room, eh? Here's a pop quiz for our prodigy prosecutor. Which of these three is the name of this room? Let me give you an ABC, a multiple choice question real quick.
Like, why, dude? Why are you quizzing me? Oh, it's definitely the lecture room. This is definitely what would happen here. The entertainment room. Okay, yeah, for sure. There's a whip in here. What kind of entertainment are we talking about? And the morgue doesn't really make a whole lot of sense either. The lecture room, the morgue, or the entertainment room. None of this sounds great. I'm gonna go with the morgue. There's just like a cage and stuff, and then there's like some dirt in the corner. What? None of this makes any sense, dude. I'm going with the morgue. We're gonna save if I hadn't already. We're doing it again. Here we go. The morgue?
Well, there is a dead body in here. Anyone who saw the dead body would naturally think the same thing. Well, let's reveal the correct answer. Prosecutor Edgeworth's answer is wrong. The correct answer is the workroom.
Oh, so none of them were. Okay, God, what the fuck, dude? Fuck you.
Let me give you 3 choices, and they're all wrong.
Oh, why are you jerking me around like this?
Yeah. All 3 choices were wrong. I hate it when he does that.
The inmates carry out various kinds of prison labor in here. It also serves as a rehab program, allowing them to receive job training in prison.
That guy's a jerk, yeah, dude. How annoying, just fucking with me. So, how do they monitor this room? Who is in charge of the keys to the entrance?
Prosecutor Edgeworth. Even your Uncle Ray doesn't have all the answers. Hey, you there. Could you tell us?
Yes, sir. This room doesn't use any locks and keys. Instead of locks, the doors are equipped with sensors. What do you mean by that? All the prison inmates are wearing electronic bracelets. When a bracelet passes through the door, it activates the sensor and... wee-oo, 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 an alarm will sound. After a certain amount of time has passed, the bracelets will emit a painful shock. Are they like shock collars? What the fuck, dude? If the bracelets are tampered with, it will emit an electric shock 3 times more powerful.
That's terrifying.
To ensure that the inmates follow the rules, although it seems a bit harsh.
That's why whenever an inmate goes through a door, a guard has to accompany them. To deactivate the sensor first. And that's that. Did any of the inmates use this workroom today? In the past few days, no one has entered this room. I'm sure of it. Well, then how did the body get in here? Somebody entered it, dude. You kidding me?
So not one inmate has entered this room today.
Door sensor data jotted down in my organizer.
If that's the case, it raises a contradiction with the crime scene. There is something in this crime scene that should not exist. I will use my powers of deduction and inspect the crime scene again.
Well, I feel like it's a little bit different. I mean, I'm sure they're trying to get onto something different than I'm thinking, but I was thinking he doesn't have a bracelet on. But he's saying that there's something here that shouldn't exist? But isn't it more like there's something here that should? That's what I would have thought. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Do I have anything to do what I'm talking about with here? Oh yeah, I gotta go back to evidence. No, because I don't have that. Oh, it's the door sensor. That would be the thing that I'd have to deduce with if I'm trying to do what I'm thinking we're doing here. So we'll try that, I guess. We'll see if I'm right. Here, I'll go ahead and save again in here. And then we want to deduce. Oh, let me switch it.
Is this bot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
I'm guessing the door sensor. Go for it. This piece of evidence shows the contradiction with the crime scene.
Could you be more precise about where the contradiction is?
Yeah, definitely fucked it up. Gary, sounds good? Hey, Dom, did you know that Thursday streams are so much fun? It's to just kick back and watch on the TV. Well, I love to hear that, Stella. Hell yeah, that's how I like it to be. So, sounds like a mission accomplished. So thank you very much for that feedback. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That is one reason why I do try to like make sure that I'm constantly going through the game too, because I want people who are like you sitting back and just watching, like, to not have to wait too long before I continue to the next thing. So thank you for that feedback. I appreciate you. Please be more specific, sir. All right, let me load again. All right, so I did the wrong thing there because he's saying that there's something missing from, or that there's something that shouldn't be here at the crime scene. And I guess we're saying it's this glove? But what would be the evidence that I'm putting against that? Door sensor. God, they've gone such a wonky way with this one. I hate when they do this, dude. It's so weird. I'm quiet in the chat because of the fact that I'm just enjoying watching. Hell yeah. Honestly, I will say that I do try to strive to have a stream that is lurkable. Not that I don't like you guys chatting. But I've just noticed that the majority of my audience lurks. So I want to make it as enjoyable as possible, you know? I want people to come back and lurk again. Because I enjoy just knowing that you're here. Alright, I am going to take a little peek here. I'm not sure exactly what the hell it's on about with all this crap. I need to get some Ace Attorney game music in my my playlist, dude. Okay. Where am I at? Working today. Creates a contradiction. Oh, okay, man, I was right about to do it, man. It was like my next guess. I didn't wasn't sure that that would actually go, because it's funny, because it's like I feel like I'm making a leap in logic when I try something sometimes, and then I fail, and then I'm making a leap in logic this time, but I just didn't even try it, but I would have got it. It's just like, damn it. It just, sometimes it feels like, oh, maybe that's too much of a leap, and it's like, nope, that's exactly what they want. I am showing the picture of the banana. All right, so we want to deduce against the rubber glove the door sensor, which is what I was about to do. So let's do it. Juice. Wasn't my first guess, granted. Eureka! The inmates cannot freely enter this room, as they're wearing bracelets that set off the sensors. According to the guard, it seems that no inmates were scheduled to enter this room today. However, a rubber glove used by the inmates was left in here. That is a direct contradiction.
Then, who left this rubber glove here, sir?
I don't know yet. However, it seems that this rubber glove is connected to our case. So they said that they keep the gloves in their cells with them or something, right? And so then we could just figure out who's missing a glove or something? Guard, aside from the inmates and prison guards, does anyone else have access to this room?
Well, this is a prison facility after all. Only inmates and prison guards come here.
Mr. Shields.
What are you saying? There are others that come in here. Aside from inmates and prison guards, there are certain things that can enter this room.
Are you talking about them? But they're... Who? Mr. Shields, what are these things that you speak of?
It should be obvious. You came all the way here without seeing one prosecutor. You came all the way here without seeing one, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Usually you can find them walking around the prison facility. Well, you'll see once you leave this room, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Hey! You're just saying that to get Mr. Edgeworth to leave, pal. What now? Don't you trust me? Mr. Detective, you have a big body, but a small mind. What did you just say, pal?
Detective Gumshoe.
Sorry, sir.
Come on, follow me. I'll show you what Uncle Ray has been talking about. All right, Uncle Ray. Uncle Ray, like, seemed kind of cool at first, but I think ever since he tried to hug Kay, I've just been like, all right, Uncle Ray, I'm not so sure about all this anymore, dude. That was just a little weird, dude. Just haven't come back from that yet. March 27th, 11:06 a.m. prison hallway.
This place is a little different from your normal prison. There are more than just the prisoners and guards living here.
So they also have one of each of these animals. They have a pony, they have a rabbit, they have a monkey, they have a cat, and they have a pig. How random.
Animals? Yep, animals. According to the guard, they introduced animal therapy here several years ago. Each prisoner is assigned one animal. In other words, they receive a pet partner.
Huh? That seems kind of fun.
Plus, learning to take care of their pet is a great qualification to have.
Ah, so you mean that workroom?
Yep, that's where the prisoners practice taking care of their pets. So then, the thing you mentioned that could enter the crime scene is...
Right, these animals.
But that doesn't make any sense, pal! Why would an animal leave behind a rubber glove?
Quite right. But the fact remains that they could have entered the crime scene.
Mr. Edgeworth, can you please talk some sense into this man?
Mr. Shields, are the animals allowed to go wherever they please?
Most of the doors in the prison are fitted with sensors. The sensors not only sound an alarm in response to the prisoner's bracelets, they also respond to the animal's microchip and open the doors for them.
Microchip?
It's like a tiny machine embedded under the animal's skin. All it takes is a simple injection, psh, and the microchip is inserted.
What? That sounds painful.
I've heard it's not that painful. But anyway, since the animals aren't criminals, they are allowed to move around freely.
How ironic. The ones with the most freedom in this prison are the animals.
All right, so now we know that the animals can also get through there.
But still, they can't go out of the prison. The prison's entrance does not have a sensor. No.
Oh, there's that bell we heard in the video.
What's that? Is that a bell?
What's that?
No, it's the dog that was like eating the dead body or whatever. I was like wondering about. Hey, pup.
What's this dog? It has a bell on its collar. Was this the sound that we heard earlier?
It just starts barking at Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth, why are you glaring at each other?
I mustn't lose. I will stare this dog down, damn it.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're not good with dogs, are you, sir? I'll tame that dog myself. Here, boy. Here, boy.
That dog doesn't give a shit, dude. He's out of here.
It completely ignored me, sir.
Compared to the other animals, there's something different about this one. I'm sensing a great hostility towards me only.
Well, now that I've introduced you to the animals, what's next on the agenda? Of course, we question those related to the case, pal.
Yes, we should gather information about the state of things when the body was discovered.
We'll start with you and that cell. Tell us what you know.
Just the first guy we find.
You.
Prisoner.
He's completely ignoring me, sir.
You there. Do you know anything about the incident?
He's scary.
Don't be so cold. Come on, you can talk to us. Or how about an introductory hug?
Okay, so he wants to hug everybody. Okay, at least he's not just the young ladies.
It's time.
What was that?
Sorry, was Uncle Ray's joke a little too much?
Got a little dog that climbs upon him. He's got like fucking weights attached to his fist. That seems like that would be dangerous if he punched for the dog. I guess he's just raising his arms. Is that the whole thing? Because I think if he punches, wouldn't it swing back and hit the dog or himself?
Exercise time.
This man is clearly odd. I need to get some answers from him.
Your name is?
Me? I'm prisoner number D259, J. Elbert. Gotta raise my metabolism. Can't let my muscles rest.
Muscles aside, it looks like you've lost a lot of weight.
I mean, how much weight did he have before? Do we know?
Half of the match is won even before it has begun. Yeah, gotta make the weight lift. What are you, entering some kind of tournament? Perhaps as a boxer? Yeah, I'm a former boxer, but exercise is just a hobby of mine.
Well then, it sure looks like it's the bear's hobby too.
Oh, is that what that is? A bear?
He's hanging on like an apron. So cute.
This is Rocky the polar bear. He's my partner.
He's loosened his tongue. Maybe we can try asking him now.
Where were you and Rocky at the time of the incident?
I don't know anything. I got nothing to say to you.
That's for me to decide. Now answer the question.
Didn't I just tell you? I know nothing.
Ah, he has no intention of talking.
In that case, you've got no choice but to use that.
Yes. If he insists he has nothing to do with this, we'll just have to prove there's a connection. Mr. Elbert, by all means, you will tell us what you know. But what? Okay. What? We just randomly picked this guy and we're like, oh, we got evidence that he's connected. Like, we do? Did we just randomly pick this dude? Hold on, I'm gonna switch to seated mode real quick.
Coming on down.
Come join me down here, guys. Just come on down. There we go. Very nice. So what are we gonna do here? Oh, it's chess time. Here we go. Oh, I'm moving my pedals a little bit. There we go. Now, let's analyze the situation.
A fighting stance. It seems that he has become agitated. In these circumstances, a direct confrontation would be pointless. When my opponent becomes agitated, I should calmly wait and see. When I see an opening, I will not hold back. Now, let's question him about his knowledge of the incident.
To start with, I'll ask about his movements today. I'll have to tire him out before the sound of the bell. Logic chess, begin! What did you do today? Can you tell me what you have done today? Answer me!
Huh? If you want to fight with me, get into your fighting stance.
Wait and see.
What? Are you throwing in the towel already?
This is not a fist fight. Welcome to the war that is chess. But we're not playing chess, Ezra. By the way, hasn't all that moving around tired you out?
Don't underestimate my stamina. You want to test me with that body of yours?
Fine, no, I'll wait and see because I have to wait till when he's not agitated.
I ain't tired at all. Well, first off, I held back in my training today. I just stayed quietly in my cell.
Quietly? Then what's with all that sweat?
Buzz off! That's all I gotta say. I'm getting a little tired.
There we go. Didn't you stay quietly in your cell? You're a well-trained boxer. However, you need more practice in the art of lying. Getting a little tired? That's not possible. You said that you stayed quietly in your cell just a moment ago.
Rocky, it looks like this is gonna be a tough opponent.
Oh shit, he's losing the weights. Uh-oh. This man. It looks like he's still hiding something. Next, I'll ask him about the time of the incident. I do not need to use fists. My words alone are enough for a KO. What were you doing at the time of the incident? Did you notice anything during the incident? Also, did you notice anything maybe? We'll start there. Is that what we just said we were going to ask? It might be betraying what he just said. When the incident occurred, did you notice anything unusual about the prison?
Huh?
You're tired already? Answer the question. Are you tired already? Haven't you realized it yet? I have you cornered. Aw, damn it.
Rocky, you hearing this? I got no time for jibber jabber. Wanna eat a knuckle sandwich?
Ah, that was a wasted remark.
I'll tell you. We can load back in. Okay, we'll go time of the incident. Do you recall what you were doing at the time of the incident? Sleeping. Rocky was too. The incident happened just a few moments ago. You look wide awake to me. Yeah, he's agitated. Wait and see. Muscles strengthen while they're resting. Sleep is important. Well then, I'm sorry to have awoken you. Rest is a part of training, right? Oh? So you're getting it after all? Not bad, Mr. Prosecutor. How did you know I'm a prosecutor? Oh? I don't recall ever introducing myself as a prosecutor. How did you know? That's... The conversation we had when we first entered this room. Were you, by any chance, eavesdropping on us? In that case, there's no way you could have been asleep. You lied to us. Ooh, not quite enough. You got me there. You pack a nice punch. Yeah, I lied about sleeping. So what? I was just exercising in this room. You got a problem with that?
Well, I now know he was awake. I should remember this clue.
Okay, so then did you notice anything during the incident now? When the incident occurred, did you notice anything unusual about the prison? Huh? Let me go ahead and save 2 here. Are you tired already? We'll try that this time now that I have the clue. Haven't you realized it yet? I have you cornered. No, so then we're... Okay, so low. Answer the question. Answer the question! What was the situation like at the time of the incident? Sorry, but I got no answers for you. I was asleep then. Rocky was too. Let's try using that clue. Weren't you exercising? Stop telling such an obvious lie. Didn't you admit it earlier? You were exercising. Looks like I just ate a counter. Your back's against the ropes, and there's no way out. Just confess already. You did the murder, didn't you? Hey, quiet down a bit. If outsiders like you make a racket, you'll frighten all the animals again. Okay, we'll save. What do you mean again? I'll try that. You've been persistent. However, I'm afraid you're about to hit the mat. You said again just now. Did something happen earlier? To frighten the animals? Damn it. How could I have gotten sucker punched like that? Yeah. There was this great scream back then. Startled the animals. Dang. I would never have lost in a real ring. Checkmate. Gotcha, bitch. I just backhanded you with some logic. I believe this proves that you do know something about the case. Damn. Okay. I'll talk.
You did it, Mr. Edgeworth!
Don't lose focus, Kay. The real game has just begun.
Let's just stop for a moment. Uncle Ray's got one important thing to say. It must be fate that has brought us together here after all these years. I have received the opportunity to observe your skills carefully, and I'll be giving a detailed report to that person about how much you've grown.
That person, huh? Who's that person? Is it gonna be... I mean, it can't be Phoenix, right? Like, it's not like Phoenix is keeping close tabs on Edgeworth like that, right? Would it be Von Karma? I feel like this guy doesn't seem to like Von Karma, though. I don't know. Let's proceed.
Who is that person?
You didn't know? The truth is,
This doesn't concern Kay. She doesn't need to know.
whoa there! You scared me. Don't get so worked up.
You can do what you like. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me.
How you've been leading your life ever since you were tainted by the Von Karma way. I'm sure that person would be interested. I feel that it's my duty to report to him. I'll expose your mistakes here. I won't let you disappoint him any further.
Mr. Edgeworth, just what are you guys talking about?
Don't concern yourself with it. Our only opponent now is Elbert. Well then, let's hear it. What do you know about the case?
You're gonna be sorry.
So that was weird. I wonder who him is? Who is this man? I'm just trying to think. I mean, it must be somebody we know, right? Or else they wouldn't just say him. Right? Him. All I could think is, but he says tainted by the Von Karma way, which seems to tell me that it's not Von Karma we're talking about. But would it be Phoenix? I don't know. It just seems like it's somebody that we must know, though. It'll be weird if it's like, oh, and we had no idea who he was, but it was this guy. It's like, oh, okay. Wouldn't that just be fantastic? All right, about the incident.
Recreation time ended around 10 a.m. I returned to this room and went straight to my training. Just as I counted to 2, I heard a voice shout out, "Ah! I've been stabbed!" Sounded like someone in pain, calling out for help. But I couldn't do anything since I was locked up in my cell, so I went back to my training.
That's odd. You really weren't bothered by that shout.
Even if I was, there was nothing I could do.
Kind of feels weird that Mega Man didn't do a thing similar to this. That Mega Man didn't do a thing similar to this? What do you mean? He didn't do something similar, like to make a Mega Man game like a Ace Attorney game? Is that what you mean?
Explain thyself, Neptune. I want to know what you mean. Even if I was, there was nothing I could do. Look out for number 1 before you look out for others. That's the basic rule in prison. Indeed. Even if we wanted to take a look, we'd still be locked in his cell.
Is all that training equipment yours? You seem to have quite a collection. Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah? It'd be interesting if they did. Are you talking like full on this type of thing, or just like more like a story-based Mega Man? Because that could be interesting. I mean, I wouldn't be against it. If a game like that exists, I'd play it. I'd stream it after I'm done with the Ace Attorney series. Mega would have been good. I know I'm a fan of Mega Man, but I've never once thought that about that. What am I trying to say? I've never once thought about turning it into a game other than the game that it already is. But that is definitely intriguing. That could be interesting for sure. I'm not against it. More of a nod to it. A nod to it. So not like directly Mega Man, but just something similar. Like, are you thinking about like the Mega Man universe? Is that what you're saying? You know what I mean. I think I know what you mean. I think I'm starting to understand, yes.
I get them from the supplier.
Supplier?
You can get just about anything if you put in an order. It's our secret shop. That's quite convenient. So if Uncle Ray wanted a cute girl...
In that case, you should order a book on how to give a testimony. Because I'm going to knock you down for the count in one hit.
You're gonna KO me? Stop kidding around. Hey! Don't ignore your Uncle Ray! Ray was about to talk about cute girls over here.
About the incident.
Recreation time ended around 10 a.m.
Recreation time. There are people from the outside who come here and sing and dance to entertain people on the inside.
That's great. That does sound like fun.
And you participated in this event. There are a few opportunities to mingle with the outsiders. After recreation time ended, I returned to this room and went straight to my training. So what exactly does your training entail? To build up stamina and rhythm, I jump rope.
What? In such a small room? Isn't that dangerous for Mr. Bear? I mean, Rocky?
Rocky's a smart one. When he sees me grab my rope, he clings to my chest. You're able to jump rope while holding a bear? He's a weight I'll gladly bear. Rocky's my best partner. So today I started my jump rope routine as usual. However, just as I counted to 2, I heard a voice shout out, "Ugh, I've been stabbed." Could you describe that voice for me? It was the voice of someone whose life was in peril. I could tell. Really? That's no laughing matter. And this voice, you heard it quite clearly. You've never heard the scream of a cornered man before? I told you, the man was screaming for his life. Of course I heard it clearly. Sounded like someone in pain, calling out for help, but... Oh, I needed to go back and press that one. There we go. Was that all? Did he say anything else? That was all. He didn't say anything important after that. That's for me to decide. I'd like to hear it, if you please. If you really want to know that badly, how about I recreate the scene for you right now?
No, sorry. That was a stupid thing to ask. Miles, you should apologize too.
This point is vital. I'd like to clarify it if possible.
Come on, please bear with us for Uncle Ray's sake, okay?
Anyhow, I heard the voice, but I couldn't do anything since I was locked up in my cell, so I went back to my training. You were able to concentrate on your training after that scream. If I were on the outside, I'd probably go over and take a look out of curiosity. However, inside the stupid cell, I'd have to get permission to go anywhere.
Have you considered breaking out of prison?
That sounds more like something you'd try to do.
If this place wasn't a prison, Mr. Knightley might have been able to get help.
I don't believe he could have been saved.
But what if someone had come running to his aid?
Albert is clearly lying. But what possible reason would he have to do this? To find out, I'll have to point out the contradiction.
Okay, recreation time ended at 10 a.m. I returned to this room. Okay, let's look at the evidence. I don't see anything that's like glaring at me. That's all I got. So one of these things is gonna contradict him? Oh shit, dude. What contradicts him, dude? Let me look at the floor plans. That doesn't really seem to contradict anything he says. Yes, review evidence. Right, yeah. It's the only thing I can do, man.
Bloodstained sheet found near the body. There was a stack of them inside the workroom A, very colorful. None of this really seems to go against it. Opens doors for animals, sounds alarms in response to a prisoner's bracelet. Prisoners can't move freely, right? That just supports him. Okay, let's go back over his testimony real quick. Recreation time ended around 10 a.m. We don't have anything about recreation time. Alright, returned to this room and went straight to my training. Returned to this room and went straight to the training. I don't think we have anything that denies that. Just as I'd counted to 2, I heard a voice shout out, "Arg, I've been stabbed." See, this might be false, because was he stabbed in the neck? Let's take a look at that. Let's see, what was the way he died? I have a feeling victim A is not fully dead. He's using the blood as a masking. Oh, interesting. Wow, wouldn't that be crazy? Hey, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. Let's check this out again. Okay. COD, penetrating wound in the neck, died instantly. Okay, yeah, this is it. Because if I come back, see if he, right here, it says he died instantly and it was a wound in the neck. So I don't think there's any way he shouted anything. So I'm going to assume that's what we got to do. So this is where he said he shouted, and this is what we're going to present it on. So we'll save. Neck brace might be a red herring. Oh yeah, you think so? The neck brace was from the last case. This is I don't think you were here, Neptune, but the victim is actually the murderer from the last case. So that's pretty interesting. But we shall see. Let's go ahead and present this. Mr. Elbert, can you hear my voice clearly?
Why, you mocking me?
The victim received a fatal blow to the throat, which means he couldn't possibly have screamed. Ugh. So why did you hear a non-existent scream?
There should have been a scream.
There should have been one?
Dang it. I ought to rip that smug look off your face. Yeah, you're right. I never heard a scream. The one who heard it was the guy in the next cell.
What?
The next cell.
Now let's interrogate this guy. Oh look, there's a, I see a bird on the far left. I wonder if that's a certain person that we've met before in a different case.
The next cell?
It'd be interesting if we found somebody that Phoenix had convicted.
What's up? Yeah, I heard the scream. Recreation time had just ended. It happened after we returned to our cells. So then, I tell that guy I heard a great scream.
Can you describe that scream for me?
Sure. I never told that guy about the contents of the scream, though. Aye! Someone, come quickly! A man's been... Something like that.
So it wasn't the victim, but rather it was the first person who discovered the body who screamed. Makes sense. Dom, you do a good job on voice acting. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That's a huge compliment. Thanks. I always smile and feel good inside when people say that.
I see. That solves that mystery. So there was nothing wrong with Mr. Elbert's testimony.
Well, I mean, he gave us the words that weren't said, though, right?
Is that really true? Or is there still a problem with Elbert's testimony?
I think there is still a problem because he still gave us, like, false information, right? I'll say there is a problem. No, in this case, a new problem has presented itself. Mr. Elbert, why did you not hear the scream?
It's odd that he didn't hear the scream, sir. Hey, you! Why didn't you hear the scream, pal?
Is it because he actually wasn't in here? Is that what it was? It should be the same way
on that path. Yeah, fucking do it, man. It takes some practice for sure. I definitely don't feel like I was always as good as I am now, and obviously I can still improve quite a bit, but definitely if I go back and watch my like Night in the Woods stream, I think it was one of the first ones I actually did like a lot of voice acting in. Definitely not as like consistent with character voices, and it was harder to separate characters back then and stuff. But yeah, man, you just gotta practice it, dude. But yeah, you can do it, dude. Just gotta have fun and do some silly voices. That's all it's about.
Aye! You guys, do you suspect me? I was shut up in this stupid cell the whole time. How could I have killed someone in the workroom? Uppercut. That would be impossible, wouldn't it? Yeah, none of us could have killed him. If we could have killed him, we would have already killed you guys by now. Aye!
I love when she does that. Ah! It's so funny, dude. Hey, Flex, you're back. What's up, man? Welcome back, welcome back. Hope your trip to the store was good. Hope you got everything you needed. You the bomb. Aw, thanks, man. I'll DM you for tips in the matter. Yeah, sure, man. I'd be happy to give you some tips. I do try to think about the stuff sometimes in my head, like what am I doing sometimes, and so I think I could probably give you some tips if you want. Hell yeah! When you got here just in time for things to heat up a little bit, we're finding out some stuff about this Moida. Got a guy who's been stabbed in the neck, but by who we don't know, and with what I don't know, but he's definitely dead.
You guys, don't think you're going to get out of this prison alive?
I nearly forgot. Despite being locked inside cages, these guys are still dangerous criminals.
Looks like we got ourselves in a pretty bad situation here.
What can I do? I can't talk to them in these circumstances.
Overruled. I've never heard that one before.
Who is that?
Oh, we get to meet this girl. She's from the front cover.
Please, be silent.
What? Who are you? Can't you see we're busy here?
Shh. Silence is golden.
She has like a gavel with her. Is she a judge? Wouldn't that be crazy if a judge was here and it wasn't our judge? You know what I mean? You done with the tutorial? Yes, that took forever, dude. It was most of this stream too, so I feel like the tutorial case, like the very beginning of it was tutorial, and then it was just like, okay, the rest of this case is just a case, dude. That's what this one felt like, because usually they're very short in these games, and they just kind of introduce you to the new mechanics. They usually still like hook into the larger story or whatever, but usually they just kind of show you, here's the new mechanics, here's a little bit of practice, and now on to the next case. Yeah, this one, it was like a full case, man, which, you know, no complaining, just wasn't expecting that. A sharp turn of events. Yes, absolutely. We got this new character here. Have we met her name yet? I don't think we've seen her name yet.
What the?
Now, your hands.
She's gonna hit him with her hammer.
You shall remain silent while under the judgment of the law. You should be thankful. You get to live your life without the need of money. You are to receive the blessing of the goddess of law.
Okay, this is not what I expected to happen.
Guard, if you would please.
Congratulations! You get to spend the night in the disciplinary room.
So, I don't know. All of a sudden, I got different vibes from that. So she's gonna take him to the disciplinary room, and congratulations. Are we talking about dominatrix stuff here, or what's going on here?
No, not there. Anywhere but there.
Accept this wonderful blessing. Let your heart be reborn. Cast away your sins.
Stop it! No!
Damn, dude.
Oh, goddess of the law, give this man your blessings. I thank thee.
You are...
My name is Justine Courtney. I am privileged to be a judge, an emissary of strength of the law.
So her name is like Judge Courtroom? Like, you know what I mean? Like Justine or Justice Court, I guess is what her name is supposed to be. Like Justine is like Justice, and then Courtney is like Court. So it's like Justice Court. I think it's supposed to be her name. This is some Bloodborne type of shit. Yeah, definitely I could see that. Some Bloodborne vibes or something. She's gonna give you some fucking blood here in a second, dude.
A judge, you say?
Why are you here?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I came to meet with you personally. I convey the will of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee.
Prosecutorial. I think I totally fucked that up.
That is my appointed task.
Prosecutorial Investigation Committee? What's that?
Do not use that name so lightly. Those are the sacred words of the goddess of law.
Since little Kay doesn't know, Uncle Ray will explain it to her. The PIC is an assembly comprised of 11 members. Their job is to check if prosecutors are doing their jobs properly.
If I'm not mistaken, its members are elected from politicians and those of the legal profession. So I take it you are one of those members.
Indeed. I am thankful they judged me worthy of such a task.
Just imagine the dialogue in a redneck hillbilly. Wait, all of the dialogue? Just go redneck hillbilly, all of them. We actually, in the tutorial case, we had a girl with a southern accent. It wasn't quite as thick as Lotta's, it feels like, the way it was written. Because, like, Lotta Hart from the original trilogy, she was the most southern, for sure. But she was, like, a little bit like Lotta. And she was more like Lotta if you consider the fact that she was a journalist, while Lotta was a photojournalist. So, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I feel like they could use some more silly accents, which I'm glad we have, like, Ray, because Ray doesn't have too much of an accent in the way they write him. I think I'm trying to put a little bit more in there, but I think the way he looks really plays to an accent a little bit. I, too, am thankful that I was able to meet you here. Lotta Def, hell yeah. I gotta love Lotta, man. Ahem. How about a hug for thankfulness?
Overruled. You are creepy, Mr. Ray. The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee also shares deep ties with the Bar Association.
Hey, I was just kidding. No need to make such a scary face. Scary face.
So your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them?
Well said. May you be blessed by the goddess of law. Our job is to remove problematic prosecutors from their cases. And so, those people not fit to be prosecutors will be stripped of their prosecutor's badge.
Not my badge. Never.
I'll never give it to you. What business does with this? Wait, what business does this whatchamacallit committee have with Mr. Edgeworth, pal? We're in the middle of an investigation here.
And who is this guy? Okay, I'm trying to think of... I can't even think of a voice for this guy. He's so strange looking compared to most of the other guys.
Wow, you're thick. Seriously, how thick-headed can you be?
Just who do you think you are, pal?
Me? I'm a prosecutor. Sebastian DeBast.
Is that what it is? Debased? It's like supposed to be like debate, right?
Sebastian DeBast is my name. Haven't you heard of me? At the prosecutor's office, everyone calls me the best. Ah, I am so beloved there.
I'm a little nerd.
I feel like he's too. He has too much confidence for a nerd voice, in my opinion. Because you can just tell by his posture that he wouldn't be like have low self-esteem or like be like kind of reclusive or anything like that. You'd have to be like a confident nerd, I guess. You'd have to get in there somewhere.
So I try to go more pretentious, I suppose. I hope that's coming across. I have never heard of you. Hey you, Mr. Flatfoot. Haven't heard of me, right? It's not Flatfoot, dude. It's Gumshoe.
This is the first time, pal.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever heard of you, too. Oh, well, it can't be helped. There's no way someone who's so thick on the intake could have good ears. Oh, I see. Is he like a conductor? That's like his thing? Okay.
Don't you mean slow on the uptake?
I suppose it's only natural as Sebastian only became a prosecutor last month.
He's just a rookie prosecutor?
Right. The best rookie prosecutor in the office. Or so he plans to be. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm here to clean up the mess you made. What do you mean?
The PIC intends to have me replaced. That much is clear.
Mr. DeBest. Oh, okay. It wasn't debate. It is just the best. Okay. They really spelled that out for me. It took me this moment. Mr. DeBest. I know what you're trying to say. However, I have not been informed of this. Your Honor, I would like an explanation.
Very well. This judgment has been passed under the name of the Goddess of Law. The incident at the President's welcoming event and the murder of Horace Knightley. The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee has decreed that you will be taken off this case. And Sebastian has been appointed to take over the case. That is all.
Oh, damn, she got fancy gavel, dude.
What? You can't just take him off of the case like that, pal.
I think of a slime ball character. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, see, that's a good way too, I guess, is for voice acting. It's like, try to think of a character, you know? I don't do that too often. I should honestly probably try to do it more. But I think that can be kind of a good way of getting voices, is to think of a character you've heard of, or that you've heard before, you know, and just try to emulate that, at least as a starting point. Because it's like, as a small note, like one thing I try to think about is like there's like almost like 3 layers of a voice, is where it's like the texture of the voice, which can be sort of like the raspiness, or like if it's like a bubbly voice, like Kay's voice. So you have like Gumshoe who's rasp, and you have Kay who's bubbly, and then you have like Edgeworth, which is like my normal voice, but then you have like accent, and then you have like pitch. I feel like those are like the 3 big ones. There's still some more like elements in there that you can work with, but with those 3 elements, you can do a lot of different stuff. Especially since those 3 elements have multiple things to themselves, you know, I feel like. So that's definitely one thing to think about. Good amount of anime has VA's voice similar. Yeah, that's true. I feel like that is sort of like one way that I establish, and probably you as well, like we probably all, you know, kind of establish what we think of as like, oh, this is a nerdy character because we've watched enough anime, and when a character looked like that, they sounded like that. It was like the same guy who did the last one who kind of looked like that or whatever, right? So I think it's like a self-feedback loop where we keep making characters like that because we grew up with characters who sounded like that, and so it's just going to keep perpetuating itself. You know? Your Honor, I thought I asked for an explanation.
The judgment is guilty. The Goddess of Law's verdict is absolute.
I have done nothing to warrant being taken off this case.
You don't remember? Very well. In that case, I shall remind you of your past crimes. You boarded the President's plane, which was protected by extraterritorial rights. And then, of all things, you ordered a search of the President's personnel.
Personnel, did I say that right? I'm gonna shoosh though. This is a good entertainment. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
A single mistake could have sparked an international incident.
Oh shit, it's extendable.
You crossed the line as a prosecutor. You gravely overstepped your authority.
I'll admit, my actions may have gone against the rules. However, If I had not taken that risk, I'm certain the truth would never have been found. I have never considered my action as a mistake.
So, you're saying that as long as the ends justify the means, it's all right to ignore the rules. That is an extremely dangerous way of thinking. No one is above the rules. That is the spirit of law.
But you're forgetting something. I am the main character of this game. I'm sorry, but I cannot accept your way of thinking.
I see. That is a shame. Even so.
She's going for another one.
The gavel must slam down on the conclusion of a trial. Even if you, or the defense attorney, or the suspect, do not consent to the verdict, all you can do is accept the blessings of the goddess of law. Or will you fight it and risk losing your badge?
She means to take my badge if I don't obey.
Ah, that's too bad.
It seems you understand. Now then, guards, please proceed.
So what are we going to do going forward then?
Hold it right there! Hey, what are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be on our side? You shouldn't listen to the new prosecutor in charge. I don't want to work for you, pal.
But isn't that the job of a flatfoot?
We're at an overwhelming disadvantage here. It's useless to resist any longer.
Detective Gumshoe, you are now under Mr. DeBest's authority.
But that's...
Your Honor,
Yes? What is it?
this does not mean I have accepted your decision. We will meet again.
Certainly. I look forward to that day.
Let's go, Kay.
Yeah!
Wait, don't forget. I'll be reporting today's events to that person.
Yes. Whoever that person is. To be continued. Okay, we're probably just going to go ahead and call it right there for tonight since we're so close to the end of the stream. That's going to be a nice place to start again from. So I'm going to go and do a little save-a-roo. There we go. Saving, saving, saving. And then I'll save right here. I'll wait till the text comes up. Save, 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 saves. 4 saves for safety. Save in the save. Yes, heck yeah! Heck yeah! Let's do it, brother. Alright, let's jump on over to the ending screen. We are going to be raiding out in just a second. If you guys want to stick around for that, I really appreciate it. We'll be raiding into Papa. Papa's playing some Fallout 4 VR. It should be fun. But yeah, let's get on over there. Alright, guys. That is the end of the stream. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully you guys are having a good night. And yeah, thanks to everybody for lurking and chatting. I really appreciate everybody hanging out. It's a lot of fun. I really like this game so far. I don't know why it gets as much shit as I've heard it get, because I like it so far. It is a little weird sometimes, but you know, it's good. Dom is the smooth tech man. Oh, thanks, man. I try. I do try. I miss you, man. Miss you too, bud. I'm glad to have you here, dude. Hopefully you've just been busy doing awesome stuff, though, and you can tell us all about it. Huh? Huh? I want to hear about that on your birthday stream, man. All right, let's see. So for the rest of the week, we only have tomorrow. So we have, we're actually starting Yakuza Kiwami 2 tomorrow. So that'll be fun. If you want to see the Photoshop, you can check that out on the Discord if you want. As far as for the schedule, though. Oh, well, that transition didn't work, did it? Well, we got Papa tonight. We'll be hopping on into there. Again, he's playing some Fallout 4 VR with 69 mods, dude. It's gonna be awesome. We have to jump in there. And then Friday you will have Noah, Aaron, and I. We should all be streaming tomorrow. It's gonna be a great time. And then don't forget on Sunday we do have Strange Planet Sundays. I still haven't confirmed whether or not Aaron can be there or not. So it's still either going to be SnowRunners if it's Aaron and I, or it will be Dom Ross stream if it's just me. So at least you have what could possibly be there with that. But I need to confirm with Aaron whether or not he's going to be there. Start planning accordingly. pop on by Thursday for my birthday. Okay, Thursday's your birthday? Okay, sounds good, man. I'll try to make sure I come by. I'll keep the notifications on. Let's see, anything else I want to tell you guys about? I think that's all I got. I think we're ready to go ahead and raid into Papa. So let's do it. Without further ado. I'm going to double check to make sure that he's online. I'm sure he is. Back to Twitch. There he is. Okay, cool. All right, let's get that raid message out there in case anybody wants to copy that when we go over there. I'm sure Papa will be happy to see it. I can't wait to see what Papa's got with this setup and everything. This is going to be crazy. Well, let's do it. Raid on. Hell yeah, I'm all for Papa. Hell yeah, dude. Let's fucking do it. We all love hanging out with Papa. Raiding, Papa Wolf. There we go. It started. Thank you guys who jump on that raid. And yeah, you know, once again, thank you all for just hanging out with me. Appreciate you guys being here. Until I see you guys next time, stay happy, stay healthy. I love you all, and we will see you tomorrow for some Yakuza Kiwami 2. All right, raid on. Copied raid message. Thank you, Neptune. I appreciate that. Definitely spam that for Papa. All right, later, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye, bye-bye, my friends. Goodbye. For now, it's time to go.